Welcome to the darkness, my friend. Your eyes will adjust in time.
Whoopsies. Sorry. Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
The intro changed, so I was going to play it twice. No, I'm kidding. Hello and welcome to Tablestory's Nocturne. I hope you guys are ready for another descent into darkness this week. How are you guys? Players, how are you doing?
Yeah, those noises I was making at the end of the last episode kind of have continued for about a week.
Yeah, I feel that, especially because we have something special for you today, Nocturnals. We have something special for you. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and do our round. We'll start with you, Millie. Sorry.
Okay. It's all right.
You're in order on the overlay.
Hello, I'm Amelia Tyler. I'm a voice actor for video games and other weird things. Like I did my first LARP experience working as an NPC this weekend, and that was weird and awesome. I don't really stream a huge amount, but I will do at some point. But you can find me over on Twitter at Amelia Tyler, and that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm very sleep deprived, so be nice.
I don't think they know how to not be. Our Nocturnals are great.
That's very true.
Zeke Bean.
Yo, what's up, everybody? I'm piping in here from Oregon, where I did my my birthday stream with a buddy of mine, and decided to stay a little bit longer so I could do all of these shows that I love to do. Yeah, I'm super excited to get to the madness today. So I'll just shut up and let someone else talk.
Dan.
Hi, I'm Domestic Dan. I play the professor here on Nocturne, cooking streams, all that fun. And I guess the only real thing about me right now is that everything in my life has become House Flipper. Because I do all that stuff on stream in real life, so why not simulate it?
Not you two.
I'm sorry. I mowed the lawn on stream, both in real life and a video game.
Wow, that's some Inception. Yeah, that's a bit crazy. I love it. Classy Pax.
Hi, I'm Classy Pax, and like everyone else.
Sorry, I will sing that every time because I hear it in my head every time you say it.
Everyone does that. Does that. And like everyone else in this cast, every time we do an episode, it feels like you're going naked to some type of audition. You're nervous as hell. You go through it. It seems like it was promising. And for the next 2 days, you sit there in anxiety, wondering what happened. Just repeat every Wednesday. I play Brian Miller, and today is going to be interesting by the sounds of it. So nervous and excited.
It's going to be something.
Mm-hmm.
Katie Peters.
I'm Katie Peters Plays. I play Briar. I am ready and nervous.
I'm definitely ready. Oh,
I am so ready. I'm actually nervous today. So that's me.
Classy Katie.
Hi, I'm Classy Katie. I'm not muted anymore, right? It says I'm muted.
We hear you.
No, we hear you.
Hi there. My name's Classy Katie. I run a PG stream y'all should swing by. I'm gonna play Emma for you today. Sweet and innocent Emma.
Perfect. It's absolutely perfect. All right. So and I'm Pumpkinberry, but who cares?
Excuse me.
I just mean like you guys
of emotions here.
by now. You know who I am.
Not my friend like that.
Everybody, give a major amount of love to PB for putting on this show every week and the ridiculous amount of detail that she puts into it. Don't go humbling her around here. She's fantastic. Thank you very much.
Okay. As per usual, thank you. I appreciate that. As per usual, we do have an episode recap for you guys done by Captain Howdy. Thank you, Captain. So we will watch that and then we're going to dive right into the episode. So I hope you guys are ready. Oh my God. Thank you for the love in the chat, you guys. Thank you. Kiss, 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 kiss. Okay, here we go.
Warning. What you are about to see may contain violence, disturbing imagery, adult themes, and may leave you doubting who you really are. Proceed at your own risk.
Previously on Nocturne.
Roll for me, Brian.
I rolled a 29.
You smell rotten eggs. There's a knock at the door.
Henry.
You recognize this voice. This is your dad.
What? What? Why are we being quiet?
Go away. Find your own spot. This is my spot.
Emma, you see this horrific man coming down the stairs and his eyes are locked onto you. It looks like they're burning. But you feel a protective urge kind of come over you.
All of her joints and every single bone in her arms start to tense, and then you can just hear them start to break and shatter inside of her. And then in an instant, it's just like a spray of blood comes off of her and she falls down on all fours in her. She's a gnarly, bloody, black, bristle-haired, not friendly in any way, giant dog.
Emma looks like one of your dogs.
I look back up at my dad, the shadow, the one that came down the stairs. Kill him.
And she just hooks into the neck and attempts to basically decapitate.
You are hit across the jaw and body. You go spinning and flying into the wall. Your lower jaw rips off.
When I see Emma go up to make the bite, I make my hand like it's the mouth, and I see it's going to miss, and my hand like clamps down to try and like give her bite more accuracy and more force. And you just hear him go,
Rip his throat out.
You kind of like shake your head for a second and there you are. You're like, you got thrown against the wall, but you're not out. Your jaw is still attached and you are still on all fours. You are not out.
he definitely like reaches down and grabs a revolver, and he just puts the gun out and he says, "Suck my dick."
There's a gentleman standing in front of me. I start walking toward him. I'm thinking about the moment. I was in the corner of the room by a spare chair. My wife and daughter are tied on the bed, and he's having his way with them. Whoever you are, I'm done. I've already paid.
Oh, Brian. They call me Ishtar.
What do you want, you lowly piece of shit?
Payment.
You can't have him.
I always get what I want.
I think you wish you did.
I don't make wishes. I grant them. You can't ignore me, Brian. For once in your life, take a step forward.
Well, what do I get out of it?
Anything you want. What is it you want?
All right. I want to live again. So I can end it all.
The future has a way of arriving unannounced. In the case of this story, the future never comes. Life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards. And nobody knows what's next, but everybody does it. Darkness is their world, and hope is the bright stars that guide them. Welcome to the darkness. Your eyes will adjust in time.
We begin today's episode with Izzy. It is the morning of February 13th. It's about 6 in the morning. Izzy, your alarm's going off. What does it sound like? What is your alarm like? Do you use your phone? Do you have a traditional clock? Do you even need an alarm?
I use my phone, and it's the most obnoxious one, like the one that sounds like a submarine.
Okay.
And I immediately hit snooze.
Were you awake prior to the alarm going off? Like, I imagine your eyes like open seconds before your alarm goes off every morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
okay.
I hate it going off.
Yeah, of course, of course. So we didn't get to do an introduction with Izzy the way we did with everyone else. So we're going to do that today. So what is the morning like for Izzy? What are they normally like?
She's one of those people, I know weirdly exactly how long I will need to do everything. And so I will delay as much as possible. I'm an expert procrastinator. So I'll kind of lounge around in bed for absolutely as long as I can, mooch around the house, make a cup of coffee. Nothing particularly hurried. And then I will know when it's go time and get the shower and the getting dressed and everything done as efficiently. And it's not a relaxed experience. It's like okay, now we have to go.
Okay. So this morning, what was different about this morning?
This morning I didn't want to hit snooze as much as I wanted to, usually. And I wanted to lounge around the house and take everything slowly. And there was like this feeling like I'd forgotten something, which I'm used to doing in a way, but not when it's something important that will impact my timekeeping. I'm not great with facts, but as far as timeliness is concerned, I'm usually pretty good. And I feel like there's something I'd forgotten to take account of, almost.
Okay. Is your bed empty? Like, is it just you in there? Okay. All right. Are you heading to work? Is that what you're gonna do this morning?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
And... Go on.
but work is kind of at the house for the most part.
Okay. Okay. So tell us a little bit about your work then, as much or as little as you like.
I'm an independent psychotherapist, so I have separate rooms off the side of where I live that I will bring clients into and work with them on there.
Okay.
But this place, this part of the house is very much mine, and nobody comes in there. It's a little bit more messy and hectic than the rest of it.
Okay. And who are you seeing first thing this morning?
A guy called Ian, I think.
Okay. And what is it about Ian that interests you? Why did you take Ian as a client?
I get a lot of referrals from the hospital when they get clients that they're not quite sure how to deal with, or whether psychiatrists there think that they need somebody, they need somebody to work with a patient that has specialist skills, rather than just going down the medication route. So Ian was a strange case because he was getting this uncontrollable pyromania, which is always fun. So they think that because I've worked on similar cases in the past, that I should be able to help him out with that.
So you're a bit of a unique psychotherapist. They come to you with the weird ones, as they might say.
I think most people are. They're aware that my methods are a little unconventional, just through rumor more than any real knowledge, and I'm pretty open about that. But all the patients that I treat, for the most part, seem to recover pretty well, and the coping mechanisms they put in place are nice and sound. So nobody really asks too many questions, and if they do, I'm charming enough to get away with that.
Okay, and again, as little or as much as you like, how do you help these clients of yours?
It depends on what's going on. But a lot of the time, these people, because what they're displaying is so extreme, nobody has ever encouraged them to embrace that side of them, or to not think of it as a bad thing that had to be fought, that it was something that could be accepted and controlled. And that's kind of how I work with them. I mean, if you ask them, they probably wouldn't be quite sure either. It's quite an organic thing, and I kind of sound people out during the sessions to see how far I can push them. But I've certainly got a reputation for, how do we say it, getting results quicker than most people.
Okay, I have a question for you. You're wearing a ring, correct?
Mm-hmm.
It's 6 a.m. Where's your fiance?
Oh, he doesn't live here.
Okay. Do you want to talk about him at all? Or what your relationship is like?
Well, it's kind of, we're happy kind of having our separate lives and coming together when we choose to. Independence is very important to me, and he pushed for a while to live together, and we probably will do once we're married. Although, to be honest, my ideal would be like houses next door to each other or just across the street or something. But right now, I work here and he works there, and it would just be a lot of toing and froing, and there'd be clients around as well. So if he had days off, he doesn't really like that. He doesn't like to know the details of what I do. So I'd rather not have that around him.
This may seem like a strange question, but how do you fight, the two of you?
Not a lot. It's more, it's never a fight. It's usually a discussion. We're very practical.
Okay.
I can be a bit impulsive at times, and I think he finds that frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
But he'll only ever tell me once, and if I can get through that part of the conversation, we've both made it very clear what we want. Things are kind of ticking along in that respect, I guess. I try to be very open with him, and I don't think he's used to that.
Okay. You two fought last night. So even though it's super rare, last night was a big blowout fight. What did you fight about?
It was really stupid, but I'd showed up. We'd met up for coffee, and he noticed a big bruise on my arm.
Okay.
And I don't know. I think he kind of knows what it means, but
you've never talked about it.
I tried to.
Okay. Did he believe you?
I think so.
Okay.
But he kind of, I don't know. He used to ask about it a lot.
But he doesn't anymore?
No, and I don't tell him because it makes him uncomfortable.
Okay. All right. Tell us what you do as you prep for your workday. What does that look like?
Well, today's a bit more, I don't know, straight down the line than usual. Usually I'd be lounging about and drinking coffee and catching up on social media and stuff.
But today, there's something about today that's different. Something that's not been sitting right with you. You described it as like you feel like you forgot something, but you just don't know what it is. You know, like maybe you left the stove on or something
it's
like that.
Just like a little tickle in the back of my head that's like, no, you should really get a wiggle on. So I drink my coffee pretty quickly and go for a shower and get my clothes on as quickly as I can. I don't really pay much attention to what it is I'm picking to wear today, which is unusual.
Okay. Can you roll for me the first roll of today? With your current, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, I've got it open. I think this is right. Let's find out.
Perfect. That's a 61. Oh, you feel something kind of, it feels solid in your mind, like this. I don't know if it's a voice that happens to you or when this kind of thing occurs, but you just know suddenly in your bones you have a few seconds to grab whatever it is that you need to grab. And for some reason, that's what's in your mind. Grab the thing, whatever that thing is. You just feel the desire to, holy shit, like sometimes this happens to you, you know, like, you know when to turn right, you know when to stop your car and you avoid an accident. Like, this has happened your whole life. It's happening right now, and you feel the desire to grab something. What is it? It's something important to you.
It's the penknife.
It's the penknife. Okay. Okay. So you go into your office then to grab your penknife?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, actually, it wouldn't be in my office. I usually keep it pretty close to me, so.
Okay. Like in the bedside table?
Yeah.
Okay. Probably on it, not in it. You probably it's the last thing you take off. Okay.
It's usually behind a book on the nightstand.
Okay.
With it reach.
Go ahead and describe what this pen looks like.
It's kind of that size, red, and just a classic Swiss Army knife, really. Just one of those ones with many tools to it, knife blades, corkscrews, magnifying glass, like
what
lots of bits.
What color is it?
The enamel's red.
Okay, and is it engraved or anything?
Okay. No, it's pretty worn though. I've had it a while.
Did somebody give it to you?
No.
Okay. Do you feel like sharing where you got it from?
I just bought it.
You just bought it? Okay.
I felt like I needed it.
Okay. As you clutch this penknife, the moment you touch it, you kind of feel really nauseous. Like going on a Ferris wheel and then the dip, you know, where your stomach kind of flips over in itself. You get goosebumps all over your body. The hair on your skin starts to stand on end. And you feel this like ripple of electricity over your body as you are ripped from your current reality. And you arrive in the middle of a warehouse that you have never seen before. There are strangers around you. You recognize your fiance standing there, and you see a deformed version of yourself. Your face is kind of looks like it's melted off. You can see your skeleton from underneath, and you are locked in this perpetual scream, and your body is broken backwards. Your neck is kind of crooked. It's just the most horrific thing you've ever seen. Please roll. Mark a hardened in your unnatural track. Everybody else Roll initiative, please.
$54 for Theo.
79 for Briar.
How you muted? Classy.
66 doubles.
Woohoo.
50 for Emma.
Fitting.
Okay, yeah, I know.
Grr.
Okay, perfect. Oh boy. Okay. So the rest of you, you are in the middle of this intense encounter when the floor on this, you see this like symbol on the ground. I guess for those of you who can't like see this, it looks like the symbol that we recognize from Theo's future. Also, I'm echoing, I think, from someone's headphones. I don't know where it's coming from. I love you all.
Oh, was it mine? I just
I don't-
unmuted myself.
I
Hold
don't
on, let me
think
mute
so.
myself.
Test. I think we're okay.
How about now?
Test. Yeah,
Yep,
it is
good.
you.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't really hear it.
Yeah. Okay. I think we're okay as long as I don't know. I only heard it the one time.
Yeah, I don't think I hear it anymore. I think
Okay.
you're good.
All right. Okay.
Also, Zeke got a 69. He said that while he was muted.
Okay,
yeah,
he
I
can
was
go
really
first.
excited about that.
Yeah, for sure. You'll go first. Absolutely. You got a 69. That's amazing. So on the ground before you guys are like out of breath. You are clearly in the middle of this encounter when Izzy, you come ripping through. Now what happens is on the floor is this like very intricate ritualistic symbol. It's got several points in it, and Izzy, you roll me a 1d4.
Oh, how do I do that?
So in the in Roll20, you can just type a /R and then a space 1d4. 2. Okay, so you wind up right here. 1, 2. So you see this little like moon point here, and for those listening, there are 4 points right next to this twisted version of what Izzy sees as herself, but the rest of us know as Adisa Bello. So you arrive here, and the rest of you see this. Like, she just like what looks like a tearing in the sky around you. She just like comes flying out of it. She's out of breath, disoriented. Trick, you can go first, regardless of everybody else's initiative roll.
Okay, I turned it down a little bit. I don't know if that's...
I think that'll probably do it. I don't hear myself anymore, so you're good.
You don't? Okay, good.
Nope.
Okay. So, okay.
Yes.
I'm so sorry I was fucking with audio shit. I apologize.
That's okay.
Can you just
I gotta
briefly
do this real quick.
describe the scene one more time?
Yes. Hold on. I'm going to do this for everybody as well. I forgot to do this here real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. There we go. Okay. So you basically are in a warehouse, and on the floor is a big ritualistic symbol. We all recognize it as the completed version of Theo's dream. It is made in blood. There are bloody chickens. It's just like a horrific scene, sort of. And you've got this twisted version of Adisa Bello standing in the center of it. And you have been engaged in combat with her for the last 20 minutes.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes.
So we've already like thrown shit and done all that stuff and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do I have any companions like hanging out with me?
Yeah, your hellhound is right next to you.
Oh, well. Isn't that nice?
Mm-hmm.
How does she look?
How does she look, CK?
Which form am I in, Daddy?
Well, it depends. Like how far like have we got to? You said hellhound.
I mean, it's up to you, because that would mean that you've used something to get it. So it's up to you.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
What if? How about we do that?
Yep.
How about we do the change?
Okay.
Okay. So I look down, and you see like this, like grayish white, like pit bull boxer mix kind of looking dog that's bigger than it should be, with like this huge jaw. And I look down, I give a little pat on the head. All right, you ready to go to work, girl? You about to see some serious shit. And then I go through like the ritual of changing, and I look down at the dog, and I say one word: speak. And this howl erupts out of the dog, and you can describe what happens next.
So is this me transforming to my hellhound?
Yeah.
So what happens is she the howl is more of a scream, because every single bone in her body starts to break and bend, because the hellhound doesn't have joints or sinuous tissue or any anatomy that makes sense in any way, shape, or form, and in all rights it shouldn't be able to exist. Everything in her body just starts to break and explode and burst, and her guts and everything, and they kind of explode off of her in this pile of just like rotting, rancid flesh and maggots and roaches, and everything that dies and lives in excrement just oozes out from under her. And what's left is this shifty black ghost-like creature that moves but doesn't move. And if you try to track her eyes, you can't really see them because her face is shaking. And she kind of, if you've ever seen a dog that has OCD about a ball and the person has the ball in their hand, Trick is the ball and she is the dog, and she just shakes with all the energy that's coming off of her, just standing in what's oozing off of her. It's constant. Blood comes out of her eyes, and it just oozes out from between her teeth, which we've explained before look like those of an anglerfish, just huge. Like Trick said, she's got this jaw that's like a pit bull jaw, but you can tell it's got way more muscles than it's supposed to, and there's no flesh or anything that makes sense, so you can see them tearing, and there's probably maggots and things oozing in and out of them, and just this dark, smoky, disgusting hell ooze comes off of her, and it reeks like sulfur. It smells like pure hell. She just shakes with it and just waits, because she's ready.
Yep.
Okay, please remove 5 minor charges.
Already done.
Amazing. Oh, not you. You don't have to remove
that's
them.
right.
They're hers. Yeah, you just command her, basically. So you have your own. So yeah, that is Emma.
Okay.
All right. Next up on the list, let me just look and see who. Oh wow, you've got doubles as well, Pax. You can definitely go next.
I'm actually pretending to be participating, but I'm not. I'm actually observing and watching.
Oh, okay. All right. So you're not going to do anything?
No.
How are you pretending? Because they've been fighting for like 20 minutes. So are you just like standing there?
Staying in the fork, in the background, basically, and just kind of dancing behind them.
Okay.
Observing.
Okay. All right. The next up is Adisa. Theo, please roll for me.
Of course. That is a 10.
Wow. Okay. Describe how you dodge this. Her arm like becomes this weird, like almost liquid as it comes and shoots out straight at you. How do you dodge this?
I've been focusing my aura sight this whole fight.
Okay.
At this point. probably, if anything, that might be my like I've activated it there.
Okay.
So I'm kind of analyzing and watching the movements she's making and more or less anticipate it. Just kind of step out of the way.
Okay. You just step
Looks
out of the way.
way more casual than he should have been able to do.
Okay. Okay. Next up, Emma. What you doing?
I look to my master and ask him what he wants me to do.
And I know what's coming next. Is once you're that hellhound, like all you need is just something, and I just sick him.
I'm gonna sick him.
Okay.
I'm gonna sick him.
I'm gonna stick 'em. Are you using your maul or using your major maul or your mighty maul rather?
Mighty Maul.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. Now this is the first time we've done this, so this is exciting. Now here's how you get to roll this. Hold on one second. Oh yeah, sorry I didn't get that in time. Okay. Here's how we're gonna do this. You roll. Let me just double check how I do this. Okay, here's how you get to do this. This is awesome. This applies to any adept that has an attack ability, okay? So you get to do your magic check as normal to execute it. Okay, so you still have to go underneath your check. If you succeed, you do damage equal to the total of the 2 dice that you just rolled. So like if you roll like a 19, you're doing 10 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so go ahead and roll. Oh, sorry. If you are willing to let this take 2 rounds, then you can add another roll onto it. Like you can add 3 dice to your damage.
Ooh. I don't know. Would Trick want me to waste myself in this? I don't know. We're 20 minutes in, so maybe.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is not a waste. This is 20 fucking minutes of fighting.
Yeah. So we'll do the extra dice. So that means I roll 3 times.
So no, you're gonna go ahead and roll your check, but if you succeed, you now get to roll 3 dice for damage rather than just 1. So what is let me just look at your sheet here real quick. Okay. Go for it.
Please. I rolled a 72.
No. That is not a pass, unfortunately.
No. Okay.
Okay. So that's 2 turns, so you'll have to sit the next one out. So typically the way
roll over and ask for a belly scratch.
Yeah. Actually, I just think that it's probably the way the hound works, waiting 2 turns to do it. I imagine you're just watching her for your opportunity, and that opportunity just doesn't come. I'm not going to say that you like lunged and missed. I'm just going to say you just didn't see an opening.
Now, hold on one sec.
Sure.
I'm looking at my personal stuff.
Yep.
Oh, I have to wait for my turn anyway, don't I?
Yes, you do. Sorry.
Okay. Go ahead. I'll look through it now.
Briar, you're up.
I have my grandfather's pump shotgun out.
Yeah, you do. Are you going to shoot it?
I'm going to shoot it. And I'm going to hopefully find just the right spot to hit Adisa while I'm aiming.
Okay, roll for it.
57.
Remind me, you've got the gun out, so I'm not on that page. I'm on the magic page. Let's do it. What do you have to roll under to shoot your gun?
I'm not sure which. Oh God, I scrolled forward. Sorry, in the book.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I can also get there, but
is it the max damage? Is that what we have to roll under, or which part is that?
I think, honestly, like it doesn't make sense to me that you would. I mean, you know how to use a fucking gun. Like, let me just look.
It's page 53.
53. Okay, perfect. Thanks. Hand to hand. Nope, oh, here we go. Firearms table. Oh yeah, I think you just roll your fucking damage. Hell yeah. Okay. Now, you are doing a single shot, right? Make a single roll for all the shots you're firing this round. On a 1 or a match, you hit someone by luck. Roll 1 die to see how much damage you did. While the GM determines randomly who you hit. Holy shit. Okay, but if you don't match a roll or roll a 1, then you're gonna be fine. So let's go for it.
So just roll.
Yep, just roll for it.
A 2.
Okay. Oh wow, that was close. Okay, go ahead and roll your damage for your shotgun.
A 31.
Okay. I think you get 3 d10s for that. All right, we'll just do this for now. It's fine. I'll look at it later. Okay, 31 points of damage. I love it.
Okay.
Hey, well, you don't know that. So you hit her. You hit her with the shotgun, and her arm blows off. Her left arm blows off. GG, Briar.
I'm just smiling.
Okay, Trick. That's you, baby. Oh no, I'm sorry, Izzy.
So this is from before, not a.
Yes.
This is the
For
same
you.
one.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okie dokie. Okay, well, I'm gonna freak out a bit.
Yeah, I imagine so. That's why I accidentally skipped you.
So, hang on, where am I?
You're right
Can
in
I
the.
see the guy's face?
He is sort of like do you see where he is on the map there? So yeah, he's within eyesight of you. He's not behind you. Trick is the one behind you.
Okay. I kind of just freeze for a second actually, because this would never happen. This would never happen. And I just kind of blink at him for a second, and then I catch sight of Brian, and really like just blinking and looking between the two of them and the fucked up me, and just start going, no.
When you go to try to move your arm, you find you cannot move. You are paralyzed. You can still breathe, you can still move your eyes, but you can't move your arm to pinch yourself.
Can I cast anything?
I think we'll have to wait to next round for you to attempt to do that.
Yeah, okay. I'm
just because right now you're Okay. Now, Trick.
All right. So my bloodhound has just tried to attack and got a little apprehensive. Maybe misstep. That's okay. And I look down and I just say, "Don't worry, girl. You get him next time." And I look back up at the Adisabello shadow creature or whatever, and I say, like, I mean, I'm trying to like form my spells in the way like a porno director would.
Yeah, of course.
So, I guess I just look at her and I take down my glasses and I just say, hold that position. And I cast Dazzle.
Ooh. Okay.
Which is when you successfully cast the spell on someone, they lose their next action and stands there doing nothing.
Wow, okay.
Not even really thinking, not make any skill rolls, including dodge, though normal rolls still have to be made to hit him in combat.
Okay. And how many charges is that?
That's 3 minor charges.
Okay, go ahead and mark them off your sheet and roll for me.
Okay, marked off. And I will roll. Hold that position. 55.
Yeah. So
doubles.
We'll have it be 2. We'll have it be 2 rounds.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
'cause it's
That's
matched.
fine by me.
Yeah, fine by you. Okay, so describe what this is like when. So I know that you reach out and you say, "Hold that position," but what is it? Does anything happen
Yes.
around her? Yeah, tell us. I'm ready.
What actually happens is when you see him take off his glasses, because he doesn't do it very often, but takes off his glasses and he says, "Hold that position," and then he winks, and this like flash of light like comes out of his eyes, and it's like someone hit them with a camera and stopped them like a photograph.
Okay. Is there do like lights flash when that happens? Like camera lights like freeze and then she just doesn't move?
Yeah, no, I would say everybody can see that.
Yeah, okay.
It's like my eye is the camera and it just goes.
Okay. Alrighty then. Who's next? Brian or Mr. Miller, are you doing anything? Oh, you're muted. You're muted.
Reading body energies of the room.
Okay.
Of the individuals, but everyone's very focused on the fight right now, except for Amelia, right? 'Cause she just got there.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
So you did see, and I think you know what just happened. You don't have to guess. Like, you know that she was just come from another reality.
Yep, I kind of figured that as much. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm quite content just observing and looking busy.
Okay. All right. Adisa can't do shit. So, Theo, my darling, I need you to roll basically a sanity every single round because this is the love of your life who is like melted in front of you.
Yeah. 49.
Okay. Yeah, you're okay.
Okay.
I don't know how you want to describe that. How are you rationalizing it in your head?
I've seen this before. I'll see it again. It's not her anymore.
I mean, hopefully not. Hopefully this is the last time, right?
We always hope it's the last time.
Okay.
But he knows he's seen it before and he'll probably see it again anyway.
Okay. What are you doing, Theo?
So I'd see Izzy pop in.
Yes.
Okay. So like I'd immediately turn my aura sight on her to catch the more than likely suspicion I have.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
54.
Okay, what do you suspect?
That this isn't the same Adisa.
That is correct. This has happened before, but never with this aura color. Like, she comes through, she looks just like Adisa, but she doesn't. And then I think you probably know. You probably have been waiting for this time.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's the confirmation.
Okay.
I think then, oh God. Okay, so if I'm sure this is what I think has happened,
Yes.
I'll probably try to make eye contact with her as she's like stiffened and stay out of it. Be safe.
Can I say anything in response, or is everything?
Everything's frozen for you, unfortunately.
Well, I'm thinking very loudly. What the hell else am I supposed to do?
Emma, my darling, my dog, my hound.
Woof.
Woof.
I start to shake really bad, and I look like I'm trying to turn my head towards Trick, but I can't, and so I just break my neck, and it bends at a really gross angle, and I just look up at him, and blood foam is just coming out of my mouth, and I'm like, I can't go yet because I missed a turn.
Oh, bless you. Thank you for
Daddy.
reminding me. Thank you.
But I look really rabid and upset about it, and I just start to stalk her and kind of go around in a circle, like, but there's like foam, like blood bubbles, just blah. I know.
Briar.
I still have my shotgun out,
Yeah.
and I'm going to aim it at her face.
Is it a 2-pump or a single pump? Because you might have to reload that sucker.
It holds 5.
All right, then. Fire away.
Okay. 59
Woo! Okay. And Max was 80 something, wasn't it?
is 85.
All right. Okay. Oh, man. You fire this shotgun you're really close, I think, too, aren't you? Yeah, you are. Okay, you're really close. You're almost point blank range. You fire the shotgun. You fire the shotgun right into Adisa's stomach. And, like, she can't move. So this, like, hole erupts in her gut. But she doesn't fall. Nothing really happens. No blood comes pouring out.
And it's just like a hole grow, like it.
Yeah.
Can I see through her?
Yeah. You see Brian, Mr. Miller, just standing there.
At this moment, do I notice that Brian's just kind of bullshitting around?
I think you have to roll to watch him.
Okay.
Because all that happened was you fired a hole, and now you can see him through
See
her.
Brian.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you'd have to spend the rest of your turn maybe like watching, and I'll let you
Okay.
roll for that if you want. Whatever your observation skill is.
Do I have to wait till my next turn, or can I do
No,
it now?
do it now.
Okay. My observation is 40, and my mind is 67.
All right. Ooh, nope.
I got an
You
86.
don't notice shit. Man, he
Okay.
looks really fucking busy, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Mr. Miller, do you want to describe what you do to maybe convince her that you're doing something? Are you, like, panting or anything? Or are you not even trying to hide it?
Actually, I'm kind of curious of where she come from and why she's not moving during all this. I wish to soul search. It's in my
Okay.
sheet. Can I roll for that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Find out what's going on in her brain. 49.
Okay, just to clarify, whose brain are we soul searching?
Oh, Disabella.
Okay. Ooh, you get nothing. Not a thing, and that's weird to you. You should be able to do that. It's like a blank slate, and that's bizarre. All right. Okay, so that Izzy, you can't move. Do you want to still try to do anything? I think you said you wanted to try to cast something, correct?
Well, it depends what I've got. Like,
Whatever's on there that we put there. There's nothing new.
Okay. I don't know that there's anything useful.
Okay.
I don't think. Right now, I'm just... And to be honest, I would be in such shock
Yeah, I think so
at
too.
seeing this that even if I could think of something clever, it would take me a lot longer than this.
Okay. I agree. I think that that's good roleplay. Okay. Trick.
All right. So I froze it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to. I want to help because none of my special abilities like are aiding. Like they're all like offense or defense for myself, but there's nothing like, to help another person, which, is kind of apropos. But let's do. Okay. I make it like I just casually make sure that that Lilith is all right.
Mm-hmm.
And she looks like she's foaming, and she'll be ready to go next time. So I look at Adisa, and I'm trying to get her like attention on me so other people can attack, because I can fend for myself. So I look at her and I say, why don't you forget everybody else? Come give me a kiss. And I say, and I'm casting the armor of desire, which means the next person who tries to attack me has to make a successful soul check. I will take off that. That's one minor charge.
Shit, I was muted to the stream. Sorry. Theo, what you got for me?
Sandy check first, right?
Sorry? Oh, yes,
You said
please.
Sandy
Yes,
checks every
please.
turn?
Yes, please.
53.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dear.
So you can mark one failure on your, either yourself or unnatural. Your choice.
I will do self
Okay.
as guilt. Is that all I get to do? Or
No, you can now do your
gotcha.
turn
So
for
it's
sure.
just hacking
Yeah.
away at my brain. Got it.
Slowly.
Oh God. Okay. I would like to. I guess I want to look at the room and see what else might be going on out. Like
Okay.
so, this new Adisa has popped in. I want to see if there's any other changes, how everyone is faring. Like, does Brian,
Sure.
do they look like they're in pain, that sort of thing.
Okay. Go for it. Go ahead and do a roll.
88
Oh
doubles.
no. Okay. It's really hard to concentrate for some reason. I think you're focused on Adisa's fucked up face, to be honest with you. Yeah, and you just can't focus on anybody else but her right now. And that's an 88, man. That's a double. You're gonna lose your next action. You'll still have to roll sanity though.
Sure.
All right. Who we got? Emma, darling. Lilith. What would you like to do, little hound? Oh God, is she frozen? Did we lose her? Oh no! Well,
Give her a second.
we will give her a second to come back, but also
Oh God.
Trick commands her anyway. Trick.
Yep.
I'm gonna check the Discord here real quick. Sorry, guys.
I'll let her. I'll let her do what she wanted to do the first time, and we'll just do the regular maul, and just do the one minor charge, so I don't have to take a significant one.
Okay. Okay. It's not your significant charges, by the way. It is hers that she would be pulling from.
I
Just
know
a
that's
reminder. Okay.
why I'm not doing it.
Yep. Oh,
because
okay.
it's hers.
All right. We lost her officially. All right, guys, don't go anywhere. We're going to try to bring her right back into the call. We'll be right back. Ooh, you guys get to see the new BRB screen.
Ooh.
Tablestory's Nocturne. We'll be right back. Sit. Stay. Good girl. Table Stories Nocturne will be right back. Sit. Stay. Good girl. Table Stories Nocturne will be right back. Sit. Stay. Good girl.
Hang tight, everybody. Hang tight.
Hang tight.
Table Stories Nocturne will be right back. Sit. Stay. Good girl.
Hang tight, everybody. We're still working on the tech issues. We'll be with you shortly, hopefully.
Table Stories Nocturne will be right back. Sit. Stay.
We got it. We got it. We'll be right there. We'll be right there. We'll be right there. We're coming. We're coming. We're coming.
Table Stories Nocturne continues right now. Did you miss me?
And we're back. There were absolutely no tech issues. Oh shit, everybody's in the wrong spot. Shit. Okay. Can everybody turn your
Professor.
Yeah!
I'm not Brian.
Can everybody Oh wait. Hold on. We'll be right back.
Table Stories Nocturne will be right back. Sit. Stay. Good girl.
Okay, now we are actually back. Thank you guys so much for waiting for us. Okay. We're going to dive right back in, I think. As if nothing happened. We're all professional. We can do that, right?
100%.
Okay, Emma. You would like to use a move, I believe, right?
Yes. The move I'm going to use is I'm going to attempt to gain control over Crazy Adisa with an ability I have. I'm going to try to make her part of my pact.
Okay, and that is...
Well, actually,
as long as Daddy's okay with it.
It's your master is their master now.
Yeah.
Yes, that is what it is. Yep.
Yeah.
So I look down and I go, "You want to play Ming?"
I'm going to start twitching. My eyeballs is going to pop out and just dangle there.
I think she likes you.
Oh, shit. Oh, ball sack. So I'm pretty sure your last move trick, they can't do any saving throws either, correct?
It is, no, if I'm attacked.
Oh, okay. All right then. So go ahead and, roll, Emma. Can you do that now? Are you ready?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yes, I can.
All right, let's do it.
And just make a note, it costs you three minor charges.
Yep.
Let's do this. Oh, God, I rolled an 87.
Yeah, she doesn't join you. She
I'm
does
more of
not.
a cat person.
Yeah.
I think I start to shake really bad, and I go to like pounce at her, and I just vomit black bile everywhere instead.
Okay. Ugh. All right. God. Okay. Briar. What up?
So, Adisa is in the middle, is frozen.
Yes.
She's not okay. Let's clarify this. She's not frozen. She can defend and all that kind of stuff. Just can't take an action.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
But I don't know if you know that. I think Briar just sees her not really attacking anyone.
Oh, absolutely. That's fine.
Yeah.
Totally.
Because I don't think you guys know how each other's shit works.
So she's got a hole in her stomach, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And no left arm?
That's right.
No left arm?
Yep. Off at the elbow.
I'm gonna go up to her and reach inside the hole and grab her heart and try to pull it out.
Ooh. Okay. Delicious. Please roll.
Just Briar things.
Just Briar things. Okay.
69.
Oh man, I would love to. Oh, you guys did that thing, right? You're the.
At this point.
Have you done that?
Trick.
Hey, I say yes to everything, so
Yeah.
I'll let you decide.
I think at this point we have.
Okay. Okay, let me see. That's some special bullshit then now for you as well. And those listening, that was a 69 that she just rolled. And yes, that is typically reserved for Trick, you might be thinking. What bullshit is going on? I don't know. Okay, Briar. Here's the deal. Okay?
I love your face.
This is like
classic Max.
You are reaching in to her stomach and trying to push your hand up through her body, right? Like there's still stuff there and you're just going to try to go up through there. And this is just your regular hand that you're going to try to shove through there.
Yes.
I mean, you shove your hand in and you just like try to pull it up, but you know, it's you do CrossFit, but not that much, man. Like you can't just like rip through her body, but you cause her a lot of pain and she starts to scream.
All right, I'll take that.
Okay.
And I shouted at her like, "That was real good. Next time, deeper."
Oh, you know it. And I'm just gonna, can I grab like a little something and pull it out? Just like a little something by the bottom?
I mean, you can touch like her skin and parts there and you can kind of like grab it, but you can't like rip any part off of it. But yeah, you can give it a good squeeze.
Okay. I probably try and I'm like, all right, I didn't do it. So I'd probably step back and I just have blood all over my arm. And
Oh God. Okay. Izzy.
Well, this is horrifying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still in shock, but I can see them moving so quickly, and I just go into coping mode and try and just blank them all out. So I can cast, right? Is that correct?
You can try.
I want to blank them out and try and pull a similar kind of bullshit that I pulled on. Hang on, Briar.
Okay.
In the cabin. I want to make. Ooh, that's interesting.
Who
Can
are
I
you?
make it forget magic?
No.
Is that possible? That's a memory, right?
It's more like an innate ability and understanding that you just know once you're
Okay.
awakened anyway. You just know how to do it.
Huh.
Real
Okay.
quick, what is her Izzy's initiative number?
Where did it go?
You don't want to know.
It was really bad. Where'd we go, Izzy?
It's not my skill set, man.
Was it the 61 or 63?
Where are we? So this is this morning. Initiative is like 12.
Oh, that's actually pretty good, but
I was
because
gonna say.
because she was
Lower's
pulled
better.
over. Yeah, lower's better, but because she was pulled over, she's like stunned, and now she's got the last on the turn order because she got ripped through.
The reason why I asked is because one of my spells says as long as they have lower initiative than you.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
She does not, unfortunately, have lower initiative than you.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
But I could still try and pull the same sort of bullshit.
You
couldn't I?
absolutely
And
could try.
and make her forget that
Yeah.
everybody is there.
Yep.
But this time including me, because I'm shitting myself.
Wow. Okay, that's very clever. Okay, go for it. I'm gonna let you know
Okay.
right now. This is gonna be really hard, but I will always let you try and make an attempt at a thing,
Okay.
even if you are technically unable to move.
All right,
If
so
you roll a
regular
1, you roll a 1.
Regular, yeah?
Yep. Pray for a 1.
Okay.
Sorry.
I want to instantly use Carpe Diem.
Oh shit. Okay. How many? Why don't you tell everybody what that is? What that spell is?
It allows me to re-roll the failed roll, even if it's matched.
Okay.
Costs
How-
an action.
It costs an action.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, right. Okay. And how many charges
I can
is
only
it?
use it myself. It's 2 minor.
Okay. Go ahead and mark those minor charges off your sheet and re-roll. Well played.
Rubbish though.
Yeah, rubbish. That's okay. It was well played. Well, way to use your magic. Okay, so you go to try to cast this spell, and something is wrong, and you can feel it. Like your magic isn't where it normally is. If that makes sense. If magic can belong in a place in your mind and in your soul and in your body, it's in the wrong spot, and you feel like you can't call upon it like you normally can. Trick. It's your turn.
Okay. Yeah. I'm not sure how this is going to work, but I'm going to I'm going to attempt to do the very first skill that I ever did, and I reach out my hands and I just push out this energy that I have inside me, and all of it is saying halt.
Ooh.
Just stop it dead in his tracks. Now this is a different spell.
Okay.
This is paralysis.
Do you want to read this out loud?
Target of this spell is unable to move other than involuntary movements like breathing and blinking. The target can't move until the spell's caster permits it.
Wow.
Until he's been frozen for 2 hours or until he successfully overcomes the spell.
And now we know
Overcoming
why
the
the
spell
battle has
requires
taken 20 minutes.
a soul roll made with minus 30% penalty.
Okay.
Okay. But in combat, breaking the spell can be attempted once per round.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
So I reach out, push the force of magic at them, and then just go very Thanos-like, and hopefully freeze them in place. Here we go.
Come on.
36.
Okay, yeah. What does it feel like when you know your spell has worked? Like, is it just like something that you know or you feel, or is there like a physical response? Does your body tingle?
You ever had a really good orgasm?
I mean, yeah.
And then
I hope we all have.
It's kind of like the aftershock.
Okay.
Like a little chill, like you're like, pow, and it's like,
Okay. Okay. What does it feel like for her, Adisa, when she's unable to move? Does it just feel like paralysis, or is it like something's restricting her?
Wait, what? Sorry, is this to me?
No, sorry. I was asking Trick what it feels like for Adisa. Sorry.
Oh,
I thought
I
you
am
were
so
thinking.
sorry.
I couldn't see your eyes.
honestly thought you were talking to her.
No, it's okay. What does it feel
Okay.
like for Adisa when you restrict her? Does it feel like she just can't move, or is it like she feels, like there's some bondage happening here?
It definitely feels like every time she tries to move a muscle, like that particular appendage or muscle has like a handcuff on it.
Okay.
And it's like
That's what I was
chained
wondering.
behind them.
Okay.
They're trying to move it.
So it's that same feeling of like, I feel like I should be able to move, but I feel like I'm cuffed.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right.
And if I see that happening, like them trying to like,
Yeah, so that's
think I, like-
it 100%. So for a second Trick, you see, because now it's your last paralyzed spell on her is now wearing off, and you see her sort of get ready to move, and then you instantly, I'm assuming Trick is like, I don't think so, and you try to stop her again, and then absolutely you see her restrained, and she is restrained again.
And then I looked directly at her and I went, I'm sorry. We forgot to get a safe word.
Theo.
You'll get your turn,
Oh,
honey.
sorry. Excuse me. It is Mr. Miller's turn. Are you still watching and observing like a creep?
Yeah, actually, because it didn't work on her, I'm a little alarmed by that. I'm
Okay.
just gonna kind of back up a little bit, kind of toward where the professor is behind him.
Oh, okay. You should be able to move your token, but I grabbed it. You just move it wherever you want.
Can't move it.
Oh, you can't.
move it,
Okay,
yeah.
sorry. I will do it for you for now. Sorry, guys. Though, will you do me a favor and roll for me?
I absolutely can. 63.
Are you still studying Adisa, or were you watching each person as they did their thing? Like,
Yes, I was
Okay.
observing everybody, but more generally focused on Adisa and a little alarmed that I can't look inside the situation.
okay. I don't know what you know about Trick at this point, but as you watch him, you definitely can tell that his energy comes from a very sexual place. And I think this is a little bit alarming to you, Brian. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Now it's Theo.
Great. I will do my roll as my action.
Okay. Oh, yes, that's right.
13.
Okay. Yeah, you don't take another sanity. You're good. Or you can mark a checked box in I survived and I didn't go insane, which is another type of insanity anyway.
Oh, I don't have that mark. I've got self. Hardened self.
Sorry, I just mean like, yes, I hardened.
I'm not dead.
Yeah.
Got it.
Hardened.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not dead. Got it. All right.
Okay.
And that was
Okay.
it. 'Cause I
Yeah,
lost
that's
my
right. You did.
action.
Thank you guys. Thank you. Emma. Excuse me, Lilith.
So it couldn't be held.
Oh, it's held.
It's held still.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to attempt Pack Leader, which is a grander skill of Welcome to the Pack. My master gains a second body they can control completely with all of the body's abilities at their disposal. And it's 3 charges.
Okay. It's 3 significant charges.
Oh, it's significant charges. Maybe I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I was
A
just
lot.
going to say, because you only have how many? It's okay. How many of those do you have? I think it was only 5. Yeah.
5.
Okay. So just be
Yeah, I don't
very
wanna use that
careful
just
how you
cheating.
want to use those. Okay.
I'm going to do Barrier Teeth because I think I'm frustrated with all of my terrible luck. And so I'm just going to try to scare the crap out of it because it's stuck there. And the idea of
Okay.
just like petrifying it in its helpless state probably gets me off a little bit.
Okay. Oh, okay. Go ahead and roll for me.
Okay.
Oh
rolled a
my
9.
God.
I just want to do some cool shit for you guys. I'm going to be
Oh
real.
shit. Okay. All right. Don't worry.
99.
Okay,
You all
so
did
um,
die.
I'm gonna describe like what this was supposed to do so people understand where this is coming from. So this ability was called, I believe it was Barrier Teeth. This does cost,
Bear.
yes, this does cost 1 significant charge. And you instill fear in your enemy when your face changes to their worst nightmare. It can be a distorted face of a loved one, someone they fear, etc. They roll a 1d10 and are stunned for that many rounds. I'm going to have you roll.
A D10.
No, I'm going to actually have... Well, yes, you are going to roll a d10, but right now, because this was a matched roll, this was a 99, everyone, which is as close to a failure as you can get. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're going to roll a 1d6, and I'm going counterclockwise around the room for who's going to get their shit day-wrecked. So, Briar,
Right.
you're going to be 1. Okay. Emma, or sorry... Oh, I gotta go. I gotta do Trick. Oh, you're master. Oh my God. Okay. Trick's 1. Briar's 2. Mr. Miller is 3. Theo, you're 4. Izzy, you're 5.
All right.
So sorry. Roll a 1d5.
A D5.
Yep, you got it.
Okay, how do I just do a D5? Just D5?
Yeah, you can do /R 1d5.
With the space in between.
You got this.
I rolled a
I knew it.
4.
I knew it was going to happen.
That's you, right?
That's me.
Oh, damn it.
I
Okay.
will do nothing. No, it's
Okay.
fine.
No. So now go ahead and roll your 1d10. Theo, your day's about to get wrecked, and you know it's about to happen because you've seen this happen before. Oh no, I'm sorry, because this is the first time you've had Lilith, right? So this has never
Yes.
happened before. So you have no idea this is coming.
Yeah.
I'm rolling the
misspoke.
D10, right?
You are.
Yes.
Get ready, Theo.
Please roll low. Please.
I rolled a 5.
You are stunned for 5 rounds. Please describe what it's like. And I'm gonna, if it's okay with you, Emma, I'm gonna have Theo describe what it's like because your face is becoming his worst nightmare.
Yeah.
All right, Theo.
You turn into this Adisa Bello.
Oh.
Oh no.
There are 2 of you in the room for me now.
Well, she's still
I
a
mean, it's like
hound,
her-
but her face like distorts.
I mean, I don't think
Yeah.
he sees the hound. I think he
Oh,
sees through
God,
them at
yeah,
this point.
Okay. Oh God.
So you'd probably just see Theo stumble back and like probably fall to the ground
Okay.
and just like clutching the book and start rocking at like he can't do anything.
Okay.
Might as well remove me from the initiative for the moment.
Yeah, will do. Can you keep track of the 5? Just count as it goes down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell me when the start of the round is, and that way I'll.
Will do. It always starts with trick.
Perfect.
Briar, go for it.
What, before that, like,
Yes.
well, I see this happening, right? And
Oh, yeah.
I see like okay.
Her face takes
Lilith!
the form of like,
Come, bad dog.
Can I stop?
no. No.
I can't.
You're gonna have that, at least you're gonna have that face for 10 rounds. You can still act, but you've got the face of Adisa for 10 rounds.
Okay, then I probably like cower back at his feet and kind of look up at him and look confused. Like I don't know. I probably have no idea what my face looks like. So
Yeah.
it's a bunch of like, I have no clue why you're yelling at me. I thought I was doing my job.
That's some sass. Oh boy. Briar, what are you doing, my dear?
Adisa's still stunned because what Trick did.
She's not moving. Yeah, it looks like she's trying to, but she seems to be stuck. She seems to be restrained. Absolutely.
So I didn't step too far away from her. I'm probably still about a foot, and I'm gonna take the shotgun and I'm gonna put it into the. I'm gonna angle it up.
You're
I'm
gonna
put
point
it into the
blanker,
hole.
is what
Yeah.
that's called. Okay.
My hand wasn't strong enough. I'm just gonna use my gun power now.
Okay, I have to read this out loud because it's so deliciously fucked up. Okay, are you ready, y'all? Are you ready? Point blanking is trying to kill an immobile, helpless target in close proximity. Oh God. This does not mean an ambush. This means cutting the throat of the guy tightly bound to the chair or shooting a sleeping person in the face. Your target is helpless, and it is up to you to decide if he or she lives or dies. This is a dramatic moment, so don't try to gloss it over. The consequences of your decision are likely to be severe, no matter what you decide. The decision to snuff out a human life in cold and calculated fashion, not necessarily in combat, not by accident, not in rage of anger or fear, is one of the most important decisions you may ever face. Choose carefully. If you decide to murder someone, then here's how you'll do it. Please roll your appropriate skill, Briar. If it's martial arts and you fail, you will do the damage you rolled firearm style. If it's firearms and you fail, your weapon does the maximum damage for its caliber. If you succeed with either roll, the defenseless victim is dead. Lights out.
Okay.
Now, that's not all. Deliberately trying to kill a helpless target is a rank 7 violence check.
Ooh.
So far, you guys have only been doing standard violence checks. So that is like the most difficult check that you will need to make.
Okay.
Holy shit. If
Get
you
it?
fail to kill your target, you may have to face a helpless or a natural check as well.
All right.
Oh God, I'm ready. Oh wait, I'm not
So-
quite ready yet. Let's do this. Now I'm ready.
You just want me to roll for you?
Well, actually no. I want you to tell me what you're thinking. What juicy thoughts are going through your brain right now as you decide to fucking shoot this woman who can't fight back in the stomach, chest. You're going up through her heart, right, with a shotgun.
I look around. I think it's been over 20 minutes of just chaos, and I see people struggling, and I'm thinking that I need to protect everybody. I don't have a choice.
Okay. Let's do it. Roll, please.
18.
I think that means you do max damage, right? I think that means she technically takes it for the cake. Describe what this is like as you shoot up through Adisa Bellows' chest and into her heart. Describe this, Briar.
I think it feels a little bit surreal, and as I pull the trigger and see the damage that the bullet does is only when I realize what I've actually done.
Mm-hmm.
But I've reconciled that if we don't defeat her, that more damage will come to everybody else. And so it's like a satisfaction that this is the way it should have been. And I probably have blood all over me.
Yeah. Like
And
it rips. It's a shotgun. It like fucking rips apart her body. Like it goes up through her head. Faces, like bits of her face go flying. Like it is not a pretty picture.
And I'm sure I keep my eyes open the whole time, and I just take it in because I know that this is not something I should take lightly, and that I made a choice to kill her in a very violent manner, and I need to be okay with that.
Go ahead and roll your rank 7 violence check. I think
A 97.
Oh shit, girl. I think that means you take 7 in your track. I don't think you have that many, do you?
I have none in my violence right now.
Oh god, okay. Oh, thank god. Okay. Go ahead and tick them off.
And failed?
Yeah. You failed. You rolled a 97. You failed your violence check.
So that means all 5 are filled?
That means you become a sociopath. You get fucked right in the brain. Okay, cool. But before we go there and describe that descent, Izzy, this whole thing has been super horrific for you. As who you know as Blair, you watched stick a shotgun up your body, pretty much like a deformed version of you, pull the trigger. You are standing right next to her. Her guts and bits of her face and hair fly all over you. You are absolutely covered. And then everything goes black for everyone. On the road, the highway, the halfway highway, everybody. We're going to go back in time for us, since this has been day 7, but day 1 for Izzy. Izzy, you are on the road. You're in the middle of the highway. You have no idea how you got here. The last thing you remember is the shotgun from Briar going up through your body, and now you're standing on this highway. You have never been able to get this far before. For the last 5 years, you've been trapped in Grand Theory, unable to leave the town.
I'm not sure I can deal with what I remember what just happened, right?
Yes.
And I've got very little juice left. Actually, no, I don't think I can even do anything. And I just kind of stand there by the side of the road for a second and like emotionally blank out. It's my only coping mechanism for this kind of thing, is to just cut myself off completely. And I just stand there completely silent and just stare at the ground, trying to piece together what the fuck I just saw, because none of that made any sense. I mean, yeah, like dog creature thing, but that was not the weirdest thing in that room. And I can feel that kind of, that it's not a hunger, but it's like a craving,
yes,
starting to rise in me, and I know that I need to do something to protect myself, because I don't know what's gonna happen.
Okay.
Now,
go ahead and roll, please. This is against your mind.
Okay. 28.
Oh, that's really good. Okay. So you're standing on this highway and suddenly, let's see how much you remember. Suddenly, all of these memories come flooding back. You remember now the events. You got ripped from your reality into this one. You can't remember what happened after that shotgun. You blacked out. And when you woke, there were dead bodies around you. Everyone was dead, including Adisa, with the same shotgun wound, but also everyone else was dead. You panicked, I believe is what we discussed, and you left. Okay. It has been, for you, 5 years now since that day. And you have never been able to leave Grand Theory until today. What was different about today? This time was different. Why? You don't know. You just felt a pull?
Yeah, I don't know. I'd given up by that point.
Yeah.
Like, I tried everything. I'd done some stupid fucking stuff. And it got to the point where I didn't even know why I was trying to leave, because initially reaching out to Theo was like this is the person I should reach out to, but really, now that I know how fucked up everything is, or I've got some hint of it, I don't think he'd want to be involved.
So when you reached out to Theo, like your initial instinct when this first happened to you was to reach out to Theo, but you discovered that Theo was engaged potentially or with someone. You couldn't really figure it out, but it was someone who looked like you, but she didn't have your name. When you looked yourself up, you couldn't find any record of you, but you did end up trying to find Theo, and you watched him, right? You kind of like stalked him a bit from the dark, and you found out he was with someone who looked like you, but her name was Adisabello, not Izzy Waldo.
Yeah.
Isabel Waldo. Then what happened? You became obsessed with trying to figure out what had happened, like where you came from, but you discovered something crazy when you went to sleep. What was it? Like the next morning when you woke up, what was it?
I'd sort of left there, tried to figure out what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
I'd kind of, my old apartment didn't even exist.
That's right.
Like, not in the way that I was familiar with it, and nobody I knew me. I ended up bunking down in a doorway that night, and in the rain, with no chance of protecting myself. I was starting to feel really freaked out. But usually in that situation, I would be prompted to do something, to get myself a charge somehow, so that at least I could help reverse my decisions. And that night, I don't know, something kind of clicked in my head, and I couldn't bring myself to do it, because I think I was kind of hoping it would just stop.
But it didn't stop, did it? The next morning you woke up and it was February 13th. The strangest thing. And over the next couple of years, you just went through whatever your day was. And I think you found shelter somewhere, and I will let you describe that if you would like. But for the last 5 years, February 13th has been repeating itself for you and the entire town of Grand Theory. Only those who were awakened managed to be aware of what's happened and not repeat themselves, which you are, Izzy. You are awakened. So where did you seek shelter?
For the first week or so, I was just bedding down in doorways and kind of considered going home with people, charming people into doing what I wanted, but I don't know, there was something that made me not want to take that step, and I didn't want to be that person anymore.
And then you saw it, right?
And yeah, I was just exhausted by that point, and I'd had a couple of really nasty run-ins, and I was literally running at one point, and took a wrong turn, and didn't know where I was, and just kept walking in that direction. And the next thing I know, I see this bar.
The Lucky Rabbit. What did it look like?
It was the weirdest thing. It was like seeing the Titanic in bar form. It was like this kind of ornate but slightly antiqued kind of look to it. Obviously very beautiful, but needed a little bit of polish. But I don't know, something about it instantly made me want to go in there. And I get that feeling a lot, but this was like more of a pull. It was like solar plexus, like somebody was poking me in the back. Just go in. And by that point, I'd got kind of nervous about going anywhere new, because it's not been a good time.
But you did end up finding shelter in the Lucky Rabbit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And then
originally just kind of rocked in for a drink, just assuming it was a bar, and that's what you do in bars. I mean, lack of wallet was unhelpful, but I can usually sweet talk my way into getting a drink.
You didn't need to pay for one, did you?
Mm-mm. No. It was...
So what? So you said today something just felt different. You decided to try. Like, you've tried to leave Grand Theory several times over the last 5 years, but eventually you gave up on trying. But this time, something called to you to try again. And you did. Something about this day was different. How did you do this?
I don't know. I woke up in this little room that was put together. I mean, it's just cobbled together. I never really intended to. It wasn't even that I didn't intend to stay that long. I didn't think I'd live that long. So there was no point making it nice, because that'd just be shit for somebody else to clear up. And I tried to leave before in lots of different ways, and it had never worked. And something about that morning, I woke up, and it was almost like seeing a video of yourself in your head, just knowing this is what you do.
Yeah.
Like the decision's already been made. Like when you wake up and you're feeling ill before school when you're a kid, and you're just like, I am not going to school today. And the second you think it's fact, this is what's going to happen. It was kind of like that. Like,
and your thought
I'm
was,
going to try the car again.
I'm going to try the car again. Okay, so you took, you took someone's car. Whose car did you take?
Adis's.
Okay, took Adis's car. And you drove on the road out of Grand Theory, and then what happened? Your car started to break down, right?
It wasn't even started to. It
just sputtered to a stop.
Yeah, it was like I put the wrong kind of fuel in there, and it made a noise, and then it was just off. It didn't even. I don't do cars usually. Like the drive was not pleasant. I deliberately do not drive for many reasons, but this little bunny hop, I knew this wasn't me.
And what did you do when the car stopped?
There was a lot of swearing. A lot. because I don't know, I kind of stupidly convinced myself that something was different, and that seemed idiotic. The second it stopped, it was like, well, of course. So now I'm in the arse end of nowhere with no charges and nobody to call for help, and I guess I'm walking back to town.
Okay. We are going to slide into this reenactment now because some things are never decided and set in stone. Izzy, please roll for me as this car comes to a stop. You are now outside. You're outside of it, swearing at it and kicking it and all that. Like, son of a...
I don't think I'd kick it.
Okay. But you're upset and frustrated.
Yeah, I'm swearing at myself for being such an idiot and thinking that I could do something differently. Like, of course, it's been 5 years.
Yeah.
No, this is not going to change.
Okay.
Obviously. So just regular roll?
Just a regular roll, my dear.
25.
Okay. There is a phone. Adisa's phone is in the car.
Mm-hmm.
You can call someone for help if you would like to do so.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna call whatever roadside assistance is, like police in this neck of the woods.
Yeah, we'll just say you call 911.
Mm-hmm.
Dispatch, how can I help you? What's your emergency?
Hi, my car's doing a thing. It ran out of petrol on the main road from Grand Theory. I don't suppose anybody can help me out or something. Sorry, I don't do cars. This is really freaky.
That's okay. Can you tell us where you are? Like, where's your mile marker?
Can I look around? Are there any mile markers at all?
No, but you know you're about 40 minutes out from the city.
Okay. American roads. No, I cannot see anything, but I'm like 40 minutes outside of Grand Theory.
Okay.
Is that any good? Should I stay by the? I don't know.
Yeah, stay by the car. We'll send a car out for you right away.
Okay.
Yep. Just stay put. Are you injured?
No.
Okay, and there was no accident. It's just your
No,
car.
it just stopped. I don't know.
Okay. We'll send an officer there to give you a jump.
Thank you.
No worries. Stay safe.
You too. Why did I say you too, dickhead?
Okay. Go ahead and roll, please. One more time.
27.
There are, on this stretch of road, there are a bunch of huge, tall concrete pillars on either side of the road. And as you look, there's something about one area I feel like is calling to you. You know that ability that you have to get out of the way, or to stop at this red light, or to slow down because you know the light's going to turn red and you're not going to be able to get through it safely. Like that, the thing that's happened to you your whole life, that synchronicity, it's happening now and it's calling you away from the car.
Okay, I'm going to follow that because there's absolutely no chance of anything interesting happening. Have I got my smokes on me?
Roll for me.
67.
You know your friend, Brian? You have his favorite smokes on you.
Yes.
Yes.
Good.
Your set of smokes.
Okay.
As you walk away from the car, are you pulling out your smokes to have a... Okay.
Very much so.
Okay. As you look behind you, your car is gone. Adisa's car is
just
gone.
kind of looking at the cigarette, like...
Mm-hmm.
No, okay. Did I just get really fast at running? No. Huh. And I just squint at where the car was, and and walk back over to it and kind of poke my foot out to see if it's just gone invisible. That's the only thing I can think of.
Okay, so go ahead and roll for me one more time.
35.
You need to set these cigarette packs down. Someone else will need them later. You can take one, but you should put the cigarette pack down.
Nah, if somebody needs them, they need them. I don't need them. Ugh. I hate my brain. Okay. And I say that out loud.
Okay.
And I just kind of set the cigarettes and the lighter. I tuck the lighter actually inside the packet so it protects it.
Okay.
Set it down on the side of the road.
Okay. And you feel that this is like a very surreal out-of-body experience for you. You feel that calling and that like tugging, that need to be at the right place at the right time, further down the road. Much further. Many hours further.
I look longingly at the cigarettes. I'm like, fine. Start slowly stomping my way up the road.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a 1d4 for me. Which is just the /R space 1d4. Wow. Okay. So you're walking for about an hour. An hour you walk before you know you hear a car coming. You can gain a charge from this car if you would like to.
Okay. Absolutely. Yeah. No, I fucking need this.
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of stand back slightly so that they don't see me as something to avoid.
Okay.
And I'm gonna kind of put the weight on my back foot, so I'm kind of, without looking suspicious, I'm kind of in slightly sprinting stance.
Okay.
And I'm kind of just looking subtly sideways at the car as it approaches, trying to judge the speed.
Okay. It is a big SUV. It's moving fairly quickly, actually. Speeding. You might be able to get a really nice charge out of this.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna go for it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for me. I want to see how well you do this. Oh, shit. Not well at all. So
no, 85 worth of bad.
You step out in front of this car. You are trying to gain a charge, and what happens is the car swerves and hits you. And you are out as you hit the windshield and move over the car, and you hit the road behind you.
And
do you want to try a thing?
Yeah, because I have 2 minors left, and I need that.
Okay.
I really need that. So I'm going to use my Carpe Diem to reroll.
Okay, give it a shot.
Is that all right?
Yep.
9.
Yes! Okay, now, this car, as it comes, the same thing happens, but this time you feel the rush. As you step out in front of this car, you feel the rush of power, of taking a risk, of taking a chance, putting your life on the line, where you don't know what's going to happen. You could die if this car hits you, but you don't care. You're willing to risk it for this power, and you got it. As you hit this windshield and you get knocked out, and sort of not really knocked out, you're going to be fine, actually. You're going to roll off the back of the car and stand up like you have no damage. No damage to your body. You're great. The car squeals to a halt, and people you recognize get out.
Yeah, I kind of look up at the car as they start to get out, and I'm kind of pumped from this. Like, that was an awesome hit.
Yeah.
Very, very happy with the way that went.
Go ahead and add a significant charge to your sheet, and then everyone who is listening and or watching may recognize this moment, and indeed it is. It is the moment where Izzy first joined us. But we know what happens after that. So we are going to fast forward to the cabin, where everyone is together. And if you didn't know what just happened, They were trapped in a cabin with an entity called Ishna. And Trick, Briar, and Emma saw a warped version of Trick's father, and they fought and defeated him. And Brian, Izzy, and Theo were being... I think you guys had put yourselves in a protective barrier, in a protective space to protect yourself from Ishna, because Ishna had his eyes on Brian. He wanted to convince Brian to let him in, to let him grant him a wish. And Brian stepped over the threshold and rolled for us last episode. Brian, when you step over the threshold, nothing happens. You don't feel any different. The lights don't go out. Nothing changes for you. Same for you, Theo and Izzy, as you're watching him just step over. Nothing really happens.
I'm just going to stare at him. And my eyes go kind of blank, like I'm still looking at him, but there's nothing going on back there, like the wall's up. I can't deal with that. And I kind of glance at Theo and just kind of shift sideways in the circle. I'm still not leaving it, but I don't know how to process what just happened.
Okay. Brian, do you do anything in particular in this next moment?
Stepping outside the circle, right?
Yep.
And nothing happened?
Nothing happened.
I'm still in a pretty bad mental state from everything that happened prior to that. Kind of confused at the same time right now. I turn around, I face the professor, and I face her, and I look at both of them. And... Was that so hard?
I don't even make eye contact with him. I'm just kind of looking away into a corner or something, like...
You've made your choice.
You guys are on the loft. And all the lights are now up. Everything seems to have returned to normal. And, you know, from the loft, you can see down onto the lower level where Trick and Dog is, and Briar is also there. Briar, are you still in your shadow form? Forgive me.
I don't think we ever resolved that.
Yeah, I think you still are.
I think you
I
are.
still am.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you see the shadowy figure, you know, tall and slender with very long claw-like fingers and a wicked grin.
Oh no, she looked like Trick's dad.
Oh, that's right. Oh,
Yeah.
you see a shadow. My apologies. Retconning that back into my mouth. I can't believe I just did that on the internet. I'm sorry. Wow. Okay, so she looks like a deranged, very muscly, like shadowy version of Trick's dad, which I don't know if any of you have seen him other than the three down. Like Briar knows who she is, Trick knows who she is, and you know Emma in the form of this dog. Yeah, you know who he is.
That last string of sentences you said, like
I'm sorry.
those were all like, that should have been mine. That was my line. What are you doing?
What do you do, everyone? What do you do? And I have this, I believe.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
I'm staying in the circle for the moment and trying to use my aura sight because I want to see if I can see this entity hiding.
Okay, roll.
76.
No, you don't see anything. I mean, you are pretty fucking smart, though, Professor. You're in a protection ward. You're not going to see shit unless you step outside of it.
Yeah. So I'm just hoping that maybe I'll see something, but I don't want to leave this yet.
Okay. Okay.
I'm
Anybody
staring at
else?
these two, and it looks like they kind of gave up on me. He's looking at the ground, shaking her head. Or
Yeah.
sorry, Disabella's looking at the ground, shaking her head. I look at them and I shake mine right back, and I proceed to walk toward the staircase. And I can see them at the bottom of the stairs, so I go toward the stairs and start walking down toward them.
Okay. Go ahead and roll one more time for me. This one private.
There you go.
Oof. Okay. As you hit the crest of the stairs, your body is racked with immense pain. You've never felt anything like this before. Your entire body is searing, hot. And describe what this is like what your reaction is like when this hits you.
Like I just got dropped into boiling water like a
Yes.
lobster.
Yeah, but from the
basically.
inside out. Like
From the
it's
inside out, like in
yeah.
a microwave? Oh,
Yes.
Jesus.
Mhm.
Okay. I fall right to the ground to the fetal position, shaking. Slight vibrations of the nervous system, making me shudder.
I always get what I want.
Everybody roll for me except for Brian.
Even those of us in a protection circle?
That's correct.
Oh my.
84.
Can I just ask how?
Yeah. I don't
Oh!
How?
Oh, wait. Briar accidentally
quit.
rolled twice.
I did roll twice.
Okay, we're going with the first
Okay.
one.
Okay,
I
sorry, I
am
don't know what I
not
did.
that much of a bastard. Okay.
Poor Emma.
84,
Oh my God.
99.
I really want to hang out with you guys today.
46.
Okay, that's all right. It was sort of an observation. So Emma, actually this is perfect because Emma, what happens to you, you're kind of gone. You're in a feral state right now. You are kind of, your hunger is sort of uncontrolled, but you have no master. So you're just kind of too into everything that you can smell and, see and all of this new, yes?
There was one thing I wanted to do at the end of last session that we kind of cut off before we could
Oh,
do it.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Before this, this thing with Brian happened,
Yeah.
I wanted to do something, and I want you to let me know if it's possible to do it.
Okay.
After, my father was destroyed,
Mm-hmm.
everything inside of me wanted me to take out my old pocket knife
Oh,
and
yes.
just put
We can
a
still
little
do
cut in my palm and give dog version of her a treat
Yes.
for being a good dog.
So everything was happening at the same time. So as you're killing basically your dad and you shot, right after that, you're hearing Brian start to scream. So you can still do that, but timing wise, it's not happening right this second.
No problem.
Okay. But I will remember that that's something that you would like to do. Okay. So you all notice, or you all hear the screaming, but those of you who, I think it's ironically, nobody who was on the lower floor rolled well, which makes sense. You guys can't see shit. But you can.
I rolled a 30.
Okay, so then you look up. You look up because remember the stairs are open and exposed.
Oh,
So
yeah, he was the farthest back, so that even works.
Yeah, it works. So you look up and you see Brian drop to his knees and start screaming in excruciating pain. But a strange thing is happening as you watch him. His pale flesh, his loose flesh starts to gain color and become not so thin and stretched. His hair grows back in and becomes shiny. It looks to you like he is coming back to life.
I hustle up to where he is. Is he on? He's on the stairs, you said?
Yes.
Top of the stairs, yeah.
Okay. So I hustle up to the top of the stairs or whatever. And I kind of lean down Hey, Brian. I'm going to attempt to big spoon him
Okay.
and give him comfort.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for me.
Okay.
You have a skill called Big Spoon.
He does
I
have a
do.
skill called Big
Yeah.
Spoon.
It's basically like comfort, calm down, that kind of thing. Like another person. Okay. 52. The skill's at 13, but my soul's at 72. So it's
Brian, you'll have to roll for this one for me. You have to get under
Okay.
a 30 for this to work.
59.
Unfortunately, you cannot comfort him. I think you probably tried to, maybe run up the stairs and you're like getting ready to be like, hey, what's going on? Tell me what's wrong. And
Okay.
He just won't stop
Brian,
screaming.
talk to me, Brian. What's going on? You look good, Brian. I don't know what you're going through right now, but hey, anybody?
You'd see
Professor,
us.
anybody?
Yeah.
You'd see us
we're
two
like
at
right
the top of the stairs,
And-
like in a
Are,
circle.
are we going in any kind of initiative order at the moment, or can I just?
No, you can just act. There's no combat.
Because that noise would have been enough
Yeah.
for me to just glance back at Theo, and it's kind of a cut-off sort of look at him, like I don't know why I'm in here with you anymore. And look over at Brian, and then just go straight over and kneel down next to him, and kind of peering at him, but not in the way that I did before when I first saw him as a Draugr. It's like a kind of, how do I fix this?
Well, if you came over to Brian, as soon as you're like within my view or whatever, I just look up you. Where the fuck have you been?
I'm sorry, we were dealing with some shit. Where have you been?
We were dealing with our own shit ourselves down there.
Why is everybody here so confrontational? What's the priorities? And I kind of kneel down like next to him, and I know that he didn't like me being close to him before, but
Too much in pain to care.
But he's and I'm kind of looking at Trick and looking back at Theo, and then I just put my hand on Brian's forearm, and I want to try and use my memento.
You can do that, but you have to roll first the moment you touch him.
Okay. 71.
Okay. When you touch him, I need you to describe for me not the worst thing that's ever happened to you, but something that you've done that you really regret doing it because you hurt somebody by doing it. You basically have that memory come flashing into your mind. You really regret this.
The whole memory?
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay.
I mean, you don't have to tell us, especially if it's about anybody here. You don't have to go into super detail, but you can say I did this to someone and this was their reaction if you want. It can be that vague if you'd like. I don't like to spoil your secrets for you.
Yeah. It did involve Brian.
Okay.
And I thought I was doing the right thing for him. And I pushed him too far. And the second it became obvious that was becoming an issue, I tried to back it off. I tried to go back to,
How?
okay, we'll deal with meditation techniques. We'll go back to the early stage stuff rather than the dark shit, because that is clearly sparking something very destructive. But by that point, I think he'd gone too far. And my last memory of him is his last session. When he'd been so quiet, he'd never been that quiet. we've always talked a lot, and it was like he'd cut off. And I remember asking if he wanted a drink and going to make him something, and coming back in with 2 glasses and seeing him there with a gun to his head. And it just sort of freeze frames, and I see the whole thing in slow motion, like thinking back to every little decision I'd made during the course of that treatment. Every time that if I could, I would go back and change my decision. Every time I enjoyed it and thought that he was going to a good place, even though nobody else would have understood that. And thinking all those strands, those pieces of gossamer that I could have rewrapped if I had a fucking charge on me. And it just so happens that I was dry that day because I'd already used them all up with his treatment. And there's not a fucking thing I could do. And I just watch him paint the fucking walls with his brains, and it's all on my face. It's in the fucking drinks.
Oh, okay. Okay. I have to roll. And Mr. Miller, could you roll for me as well, please?
Secret or public?
Secret. Okay. Izzy, you are filled with guilt and you can't shake it. And that's going to be an effect on you mentally until you are able to remove it. Brian, the pain stops. It is now a dull ache. You look down at your body. You can feel again. You can smell. You feel your heart beating. The sound of it is so loud because you haven't really heard anything inside your own body. You haven't heard your lungs filling up with air. You haven't felt anything, but now you feel it. You hear it. You are alive again.
Fuck.
Hey, Brian. Welcome back, I guess.
Hey, man. My fucking bones are on fire. That feels good. I felt that.
You look good. You look really good, Brian.
Oh my God. I'm sweating.
Hey, Brian.
I stink.
Emma.
I can smell.
Brian's
Like
back.
drag my broken legs over and sniff him all over.
I'm still the shadow because I don't know if there's still dangerous stuff going on.
So you're choosing to stay. I was just about to ask you that. Okay.
I'm just gonna stand at the bottom of the stairs and look up.
Are you still in the form of Trick's father, or are you going to change into something else?
I'm gonna shift into the regular.
Okay.
The
The shadow we all know and love. Okay. Trick, I need you to change your fear stimulus. It is no longer your father.
Ooh, okie dokie.
Fucking awesome.
Congratulations.
Awesome.
However, you do see this dog, sort of like a strange version, not this spectral hound that we all witnessed, earlier, but this is, a weird version, a bigger version, rotting almost of your dog, one of your dogs. And you watched Emma do this, and she is like, there's something off with her. If you would like to do that instinct that you had now, I feel like now is an appropriate
Yeah.
time for you to do that. Okay.
yeah, I get up. I look to the dog.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go down there. Before I go, I look at Izzy. I'm sorry for the way I acted. We went through some shit just down there, and you guys were gone. I didn't know what happened. I don't like to tell people stuff like this, but I was just scared is all. And it turned into anger, and I apologize for that.
Thanks. But
I'm gonna go tend to Emma, or whatever that is.
I'm just kind of still crouched near where Brian was.
Yeah.
And I've taken my hand off him because it doesn't feel appropriate, I guess. But I'm just kind of darting my eyes up to occasionally meet his and try and judge what's going on in his head and whether he just saw what I suspect he might have seen. And then looking down, just not sure what to do with this situation at all.
Oh, I'm intrigued. Sorry, I'm intrigued by that. Brian, could you roll?
Secret or public?
This one's public.
88?
Yeah. Brian, you do experience this, but you don't remember ever going to therapy like this. But yeah, you see that memory for sure.
Oh. I'm so sorry.
No, I should have known better.
Did you do that? Or was that me?
I tried to do something, not that. Something nice. Sod's law, huh?
Oh, whatever you did. No matter how hard it was to do. Thank you. I'm getting quite used to this now by this point.
I just kind of stare at him like I can't wrap my head around the last time I saw him and the number of times I've run that over in my head, like how I could go about undoing it. And I've never been able to. And then the guy that I met in the cabin just laying in when we'd been friends for so long.
And I think you know.
This,
I think you know this isn't the same guy.
No, but it kind of it's like when you have a dream about somebody and you know it's not them, you know it's in your head, but you can't help feeling weird about them the next day when you see them. It's like and I'm terrified and have been for the majority of the day, and I just I can't like the walls wavering now with him as well. I don't know quite how to. I'm trying to be nice, but it's just too much emotion and I need to shut it off.
Okay. Meanwhile, Trick, how do you take care of Emma? Oh, actually roll for me, darling.
Okay.
Before you do this.
Okay.
Under 50. You can do it. Oh, 45. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to let you do this because you're hearing it in your own voice. So it's a very strange thing that happens, but instinct is going to kick in for you right now. You see Emma, like she's in the shape of your dog, a dog you know, and you just feel it in your bones. You know what it is that you have to do, and you hear your own voice whispering to you. And the first thing that you hear is give her something to drink. So if you'd like to do that, you may. And in fact, I think you know what the other things that happen. So you can also do that as well. You don't need me to tell you. And if you don't, I'll send it to you. Because it'll be way cooler if you do it and not me.
Hold on. The other, I'm sorry. The other things.
I'm sending them right now.
Please do. Yes.
Yep.
I just want to make sure I know what you're referring to.
Yep. I think that you know, but go for it. How about I send them as you do them?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. So I come up and I see Emma in the shape of like a bigger, like weirder shape of one of my mutts that I have at home. And I get down on my knees and I kind of pat my knees like, come here.
I kind of look at him, start to froth a little bit, just like some foam, and put my ears back, and kind of like get myself super low to the ground, like pull myself 1 foot towards him and just kind of look at him.
That's it. Good girl. I got something for you. You did such a good job in that fight. I think you deserve a treat.
I'm gonna start to shake a little bit.
Slowly reach back, flip out my pocket knife. Are you thirsty? Are you thirsty, girl? I know you're a thirsty girl.
Another step towards him and start to sniff really hard.
I slowly start cutting down my palm. Blood just starts beating up.
I'm gonna just start to kind of get really big and kind of puff up a little bit.
And then I lean down real close. Come and get it. Come and get it.
Lunge towards him and just kind of go for his hand, probably mouth wide as possible. Definitely not just licking the blood. I'm going to try to eat his hand off.
Yeah. Oh, not too hard now. Ooh, that hurts, Daddy. That hurts, Daddy.
And I've probably just got his hand in my mouth. My mouth can't open that wide. And I'm just slowly closing.
No bite. No bite.
And this nasty lizard tongue comes out and just starts to madly lap at the cut in the middle of his hand.
Okay now. There'll be more later. Don't want to be a greedy Gus now.
I'm gonna kind of let go a little bit, but not let go. You know how dogs hold?
Yeah.
Soft mouth hold. And just hold it and look at you and start to kind of just foam across your hand.
And I'll look at you.
Drool and refuse.
Now, we're gonna have to discuss the nature of our relationship. So when I say drop it, you go ahead and drop it. Drop it.
She doesn't have to listen to you right now.
I'm gonna clamp a little bit harder and just look at you.
Okay, we're gonna have to. It's okay. We're gonna have to work on that. I'm not mad.
I think it's just a confused, how dare you look. It's not a defiant, fuck you. It's a what?
Yeah.
Your own voice comes whispering into your mind and says the next thing.
Oh, I know. Now, hold on a minute now. And I kind of grab on her nozzle or her snout, firmly, but not I'm not jerking.
Yeah.
You can have some. Just let me decide what you get. And I'm gonna see if she'll open the mouth a little bit.
Do you?
I'm gonna think about it for a minute. I'm not gonna let him do it. I'm gonna hold against his hand for a minute and kind of shake a little bit and then just kind of release a little bit. But I'm gonna drag my teeth across his hand.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna start frantically looking all over his body, which piece?
Yep.
Meat.
Yep. All right. This is gonna hurt. And I start looking over my body like, All right. I roll up my pant leg and I show her my calf. I'm like, don't overdo it now. There's only so much meat to go around. I know what you want.
I'm sorry. I have to clarify what's happening here. The voice did tell you to feed her, but you're letting her chomp your leg. You're not cutting anything off for her. You're just going to let her just take what she wants.
It's a better connection that way.
All right, Emma, go ahead and roll.
Let's live in flesh, he gets.
Oh God, I have to roll.
Big money.
Big money. Oh,
26.
okay.
26.
So, you can choose. You still have to roll your damage, but you can choose how much you're going to take. Are you going to remain in control, or are you going to just devour his calf? What's happening here?
I'm gonna remain in extreme control.
Okay.
And I'm going to kind of like a can opener, use my teeth to remove all of the skin in just a perfect band around the middle of his calf, like someone, you know, scalping someone, but it's just all of the dermis down to, but it's a huge, like a mat, just like as if someone removed it, but I used my crazy teeth to just drag like a can opener around his leg and then peel it off, and I just kind of hold it in my teeth and look at him and start to shake really bad, and just slowly you can see it start to swallow as one whole piece down my disgusting throat, and I just kind of and I'm gonna kind of like back up and look at him like, please don't hit me. I tried so hard. I'll ever know. That's all I've ever had ever in my entire life.
Oh my God.
And I grab your head and I grab it real tight, and then I start scratching behind your ears. Oh, good girl. Good girl.
There's blood and like foam oozing out of my mouth, probably across his arm.
We can see this, right? From
Everybody can see this. Now, hold on. Theo, I need you to roll for me. And tell me what you're thinking while you watch this, please.
Secret roll or public?
This can be public.
Okay.
Sorry, I did say roll for me. My bad.
That's fine. 51.
Okay. This is PB to Dan here. You can remember something right now, but remember, everything comes at a cost.
Things are different. Theo wants to remember.
All right, awesome. It's not as bad as you think, at least not yet. Oh, I rolled a 2. You remember reading about this, and as you're watching this happen, I think you know exactly what is going on, and you are shocked. Emma is a bloodhound, a hellhound. These are incredibly rare, a dying breed. And this is like, I don't know how Theo would react to this, but this is like essentially a scientist seeing a whale that they've been wanting to see their entire lives, and there it is, right in front of your fucking eyes. It's happening right now. The binding ritual is happening before your eyes. What do you do?
Theo absentmindedly just steps out of the circle.
Yeah, okay.
Like,
okay.
He just steps out and like is on the banister looking down, just absolutely mesmerized.
Okay.
This is the first giant squid sighting that's been alive.
Yes, in many hundreds of years.
I'd pull the book out and go to the page on bloodhounds and
Okay.
start scrawling extra notes about a
Okay,
lie.
I figured that's what you'd be doing. Wonderful. Okay. Yes.
And while this is happening,
Yeah.
like you feel Emma feels on her head the scratching, and the positive attention becomes lighter and lighter, and then you feel something heavy like fall slowly on top of you, and you realize that Trick has passed out from blood loss, just like
Yeah. Okay.
He's on top of me.
Yeah. Now
Yeah.
I'm gonna
hold.
start just immediately howling and scratching at his body. As
Oh,
fast.
no!
This is
No,
horrible.
no.
Okay.
I'm
hold
going
on.
straight down there.
Hold on. Briar,
Ooh.
what is your reaction as you watch this? Do you
I've
stay
come
in
out
your
of shadow.
Yeah. Okay. So while this was happening, you're coming out of shadow.
And jealousy is not the right word.
What is the right word, my dear?
I am a dog.
But it's just kind of like, oh, this is how we're gonna do it.
Okay.
And I'm standing there watching him scream in pain, but I saw he offered his leg to her.
Yeah.
So I'm just standing here and I'm watching it.
What are you thinking right now? This particular moment, what is your thought?
I can't trust anybody.
Okay. Now, Theo, I'm going, because you rolled really well and you chose to have this knowledge, you flip to this page in the book, and I'm telling you right now, you know, if you don't wake Trick back up, this binding will not finish and this girl will be rabid, and she'll probably murder all of you.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So I'd probably be writing down like, oh yes, this is like you probably those upstairs would probably hear Theo mumbling, kind of like you haven't heard him mumble in a long time.
Okay.
Like early episodes Theo, like he's just full knowledge base right now.
And no one can touch them. You know this also. No one can touch them or
Okay.
interrupt this right now.
So like this, and then like freeze up.
Yeah. And I believe Izzy was running down the stairs during
Yeah.
this moment, right? Okay.
Yeah. So I would, because he's in like panic mode right now, realizing what's happening. Adisa, do not touch him. And like, wake him up. Wait, do not let him sleep. We'll all die.
Absolutely slam the brakes on that, partly because he has never spoken to me like that in his life, and partly because of the name he just called me.
Ooh.
Like,
Theo, can you roll for me, please?
Yeah. 5.
5. Okay. I'm gonna say you know you fucked up with her. Obviously. Okay, and that's all I'm gonna say for now.
Yeah.
Brian, are you doing
yeah.
anything?
I'm alive.
Yeah.
so
You're just kind of like,
I'm
I
on
can
the
breathe.
ground soaking it in right now.
Yeah.
I can
Okay.
hear stuff, but I'm not acting on it. I'm like,
Okay. You're just kind of watching on the stairs, right?
yeah.
Okay.
I just kind of tighten my fingers on the stairs, on the banisters, and kind of look up at Theo and like, what do I do then? What are we gonna like throw stuff at them?
Yeah,
Keep
throw.
stretch
We can't touch him or her. But the binding ritual needs to finish. If we don't, she'll go rabid. She'll kill
Okay,
all.
well maybe stop with the writing and
start,
start
like, kinda-
doing something.
While looking through this, we can't touch them, but can objects touch them?
It doesn't say in your book.
Okay. Try yelling.
Experiment.
Whoever knows Trick really, really well, and I'm thinking like racking my head.
I wonder who that could be.
Like trigger words.
Briar, roll for me.
All right. 71.
That's not even a partial. So I'm gonna say you know that you probably can wake him up if you wanted to, but you don't for some reason. Do you want to tell us why that is?
Now that's sinking in, like, Briar is very jealous. And he is just like trying to not let it show. So she's just watching this, and she's like, I'm upset that he's like passed out on the ground. But then Theo's yelling about how nobody can touch them, and that Emma's gonna kill us all because she's gonna go rabid.
Because the binding ritual. What does that do for you when you hear binding ritual? It just makes you jealous and oh yeah.
Oh, it makes me jealous. So there's a fireplace in here. I'm gonna go get the hot poker from the fireplace. And I'm just not even gonna look at the professor, and I'm gonna go over, and I'm assuming I'm just gonna poke his butt cheek with the end of the poker.
Trick, please roll. If you roll under 30, you're gonna wake up with this butt poke. This gentle butt poke.
Okay.
You can do it.
Oh, no.
78.
There's no response. There's no response. Briar, do you try harder?
Oh yeah, I'm trying to decide if I want to stay in the same spot or if I want to move up a little bit. I'm gonna go like kind of in his armpit area and like wiggle around to like try to tickle him, but also pushing a little firmer.
Okay. This time you're gonna roll to see how well controlled you are, and if you do any damage. Trick, go ahead and roll again. Oh, Briar, you are in complete control of this situation. Do you want to hurt him?
No, I don't want to hurt him, but I'm pushing enough that it's uncomfortable.
Okay. Trick.
So Briar rolled a 4. I rolled a 16.
That's right. Go ahead and describe what it's like when you kind of come to. You're still feeling very weak from blood loss, but you're being poked in the armpit.
And you see me like I was slumped over the dog, like slumped over top of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then like the poke comes and I like, oh, and I fall back. And you see like quite possibly the biggest erection through pants that you've ever seen.
I'm gonna turn around and look.
I'm just like laying there like I'm woozy, I'm dizzy.
This is what it means.
I just kind of like throw off my hat and my glasses. It's just
This is what it
I'm
means to be
gonna
Nightmare
start
Jam.
licking the wound on his leg while
Okay.
no one. Just
Okay,
very-
that's good. But Briar, I need you to go ahead and roll again. I want to know, just as a GM, I want to know if you see this huge ass boner.
A 98.
No, you don't.
I see no boner.
Not so big.
Yeah.
You
Oh, Jesus. I love you guys so much. Okay.
Do we all see it? I'm
Yeah,
assuming-
everybody roll. Everybody roll. If you get under 50, you see
Everybody
it.
roll to see Trick's dick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
Theo, you've got your head in your book.
see
You don't
it.
see anything. Oh, yeah. Emma, you know it's there. Brian, you see it.
Well,
Izzy, you also can't help but notice it. Trick's raging erection. All
I
right.
look straight across at Briar and just go,
And I'm gonna look
Guys.
at the professor, and go, bind them.
All right, Professor, your book
Guys.
says that the next thing he must do is this.
I just had the best dream.
I'm ignoring him.
And then I look down and I see that I'm like just rock hard and I just go,
For those listening, he gracefully lowered a hat upon his enraged penis.
yes.
Do I see it
Enraged.
now? That he did that?
Enraged penis.
No, probably not, because he covered it. So you probably don't know what's happening.
Not engorged. Enraged.
furious.
It's
He's
angry.
angry like a dog. Ruff.
poker for a poker.
No,
This show is rated mature, by the way. Move on.
no,
As if
just
you
to
didn't
give you a
fucking
little,
know.
like, I didn't have an erection just for the sake of having it.
I know that.
And there's the ERP.
It's honestly because what Emma and I just did was like super intimate.
Yes, very magical
And-
as well. It felt really good.
That's how like Trick reacts to stuff like that, because the crux of being what I am is that sort of stuff is the only enjoyment like any sort of like arousal and sexual enjoyment that I get anymore. So it's really powerful and and enraging, apparently.
The psychologist in me finds this fascinating. Watching and grinning and seeing and kind of feeling sort of weirdly proud of Emma because of that moment we had by the car, just like looking at him and like, yeah, I don't know the guy and he seems like a bit of a dick, but her call, like just pleased for her.
So yeah, with Briar asking, like, telling me to finish the ritual.
Yeah.
I'd kind of be like, you'd see me like doing the whole finger reading with this.
Yeah, because you have to translate this in your head. Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, because it's not in English.
That's right.
And seeing you woozy but awake, prick, like start snapping at you. Now, give her a name, give her a home, give her a collar. Now.
I'm just sitting here staring at Trick, like hunter eyes, licking his leg, almost like you know, those videos of like panthers eating a cow's ass out while it's still alive. Like I've got.
You shall be called Lilith, and your home will be my home. And as for a collar.
Before he does anything, I'm going to kind of start backing away because I think I feel like I probably know what's going on. And it's probably
and it feels differently. You're like, you're kind of, it's like you feel like you're losing power, but it feels good kind of. You feel safe now. Like before you felt alone and like you had no master and, you know, no one to really protect you and tell you what to do. But as each time he like takes a new step in this ritual, you're kind of like, oh man, okay, I feel a little bit safer. I feel like a good dog. I feel good.
And as for the collar, and you hear that familiar like belt jingling sound, like jing jing jing. And I go, you hear that flip of it being pulled out of belt loops. And I just like throw it around her head and like cinch it, not tight, but like it's actually pretty loose, like,
yeah,
because it's for a belt, so it's like hanging like this far, like from her neck, because that's all I can get it. But I'll like try and tighten it up a little bit without like, oh, and that's what I'll do. I'll tighten it up a little bit, take out my knife and make a new hole for it. Looks good to me.
Okay, both of you roll.
You're good. You got this. You got power in your rolls. I'll roll first. 38.
Okay.
I rolled a 50.
Okay. Congratulations, Trick. You have successfully tamed a bloodhound. Now
I'm gonna flop.
Yeah.
Belly rub style right in his lap and just close my eyes like a 180, like a.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now a lab.
And I absolutely like rub the belly until like I'm starting to like get woozy again because like blood's still going.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Your wound heals.
Oh.
Yeah, his wound heals the moment you tame her. Yeah, your wound magically heals itself 100%. You feel really good, Trick. Now, please describe to me, and this is unfortunate, but you said it before, and I already had this written, but this is like, please describe what it's like when you get an absolute rush of power, so much so that it overwhelms you. You are now going to get a significant charge and fill up like, let me roll for it. 38 minor charges.
Holy shit.
That is correct.
Dang.
Emma, you now have 50 minor charges.
Dang.
But this is like an overwhelming rush of power that you're going to get. Trick, go ahead and describe what that's like.
Hold on. Do I get any charges or not?
You do. You get, I believe it was 38.
30.
You get 38. However, you also get a significant charge as well.
Well, hell.
So unfair. I've been chucking myself in front of cars. He gets a dog. What?
I'm gonna look at her and just like demon eyes, and my eyes will have these little flecks of blood in them.
I just smile at her. Smile at him.
And I actually like roll up my pant leg to look at it again, like, oh,
Incredible.
right?
Incredible.
Come here, Lily, come here.
I just like completely like lab.
Oh, good girl. Hey, Briar, we
Oh,
got a
no.
dog.
I'm just gonna watch him doing this, and I don't think he realizes.
Oh my god. Okay, Trick, go ahead and roll for me.
Okay.
I'm telling you right now, this might be awkward for you. Oh yeah, it's a 72. You're gonna, I think, since your magic energy is very sexual, I think you have to. Yeah. Okay. I'll let you. Yep. Go for it.
Since I had some charges previously.
Mhm.
I just have more now. I had 3 saved up.
Mhm.
So I just want to say I'm not using the new charges in case that they're not available yet or whatever.
Yeah.
But I had 3, so I'm going to smooth move it. And smooth move.
Well
you can
played.
cast a spell to flip flop a roll that you just made.
Well played. Okay. So that's going to be a 27. So you don't lose control and absolutely orgasm. But please.
Oh wait a minute! I didn't know that was the thing.
Yeah, that's it. Your
I'm just
energy is
kidding.
very sexual. You're about to either
Yeah.
lose control or be very in control in the moment as this
No,
like
it's-
power comes through you.
It's absolutely okay.
Okay.
Comes through me or comes in me?
Well, yeah. It's gonna enter into you, good sir. And you like
love
it.
it.
You
I
like it a
fucking
lot.
love this game.
Okay, so how do we want to do this? Okay, Trick, let's describe. Please tell me. We never do this in this game. Please tell me a really happy memory that you have. Something that you did that you're very proud of. I know. What is this game? What's going on?
Once I left my hometown, I went and tried to go out and go to college, and I didn't make it all the way through college that time. But what I did find was an art class, and that art class was paying for models, and I was fucking broke as fuck. And I went in there to do nude modeling. All above board, it's at the college, very, sanitary and all that kind of stuff. But when I took off my clothes to pose, after the class, someone approached me.
How unprofessional of them, but tell us more.
One of the students said, my uncle's in show business, and it's the adult kind of show business. And I want to introduce you because you have equipment
A big dong. I knew it.
that would be beneficial for you in this kind of business. And that's the memory. Everything
so
else,
you were proud. So wait, just to clarify, you in that moment you were like, "Wow, I guess I'm proud of my
I'm special.
how well endowed I am." You were
No, I'm not even. It has nothing to do with my dick. It has everything to
okay.
do with
How special you
I got
felt
picked out.
of the only nude models there. Were you the
I
only
was-
one there?
I've never been picked for anything.
Okay, that's better. I can use that. I can write that down.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm so glad you chose
It was the first time I felt like I was special.
that. Okay. Wow, this is actually perfect because your thought, I've never been picked for anything, and now here you have a dog that is chosen you. So Trick, I want to tell you, you feel, I know that you've tamed this creature before you, but you don't know exactly what it is. However, Theo, you can go ahead and explain what you see in the book. And I'm sorry that this isn't like written out, and it's not actually in a book because we wrote it ourselves. So I'm going to tell you, but imagine that this is Theo telling you, okay? So Theo is going to tell you in his own words that you have just tamed a hellhound. Okay? And this hound is incredibly powerful. But you must be careful. You must always stay stronger than your hound. Otherwise, your hound can devour you. It has tasted your blood and your flesh. If you do not control this hound, it will consume you. But you can together become stronger. This hound now serves you and has special abilities that you can command.
Yeah, I'd be reading that out like from the book, like through kind of pauses as I translate. And yeah, just telling you that like down, still from up above.
Do you leave anything out, Theo? Actually, I should have asked you that.
No, he
Okay.
doesn't.
Okay.
He doesn't. This is very exciting for him. Like,
yeah,
again,
of course. Yeah, this is like, oh my god, like
This is the new. Like again, this is new. This is all new.
I wish I had written this down so you could role play that out. Is it like, is this the most excited we've ever seen you? Like, are you talking fast and are you like energetic and twinkling in your eyes and?
The main things like with Theo is it's the twinkle in his eye, like you might see like a slight grin on his face as he's reading.
Wow, I don't think we've ever seen you smile, so that's alarming, probably.
Maybe Brian did when he met up with Izzy. That may have been the only time like anyone see him smile that first time.
Yeah.
Oh right,
And
okay.
I've never seen him smile while reading this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Smile over just knowledge, over books, over never anything to do with this.
Well, yours never got into any of this,
No,
so yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
never.
When
When he mentions the thing about she's tasted your blood now, I'll just, without looking at him, go, question?
Yes.
Is that just him because the bonding thing, or is that anybody whose blood she's had? Because, you know.
No, just he's her master.
Okay, good.
Are you kidding me? Did you? I'm so sorry to interrupt you. Did you just roll a 4d4 to see how big your was? All right. All right. It was a 12, by the way.
Whoa.
You know, it's funny. It's in part of my background, actually.
Yeah, I knew that. Okay. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
No,
Okay.
like some of my movies are like Bigfoot, The Return of Bigfoot, like foot long.
All
Emma.
right, Subway, keep it in your pants.
Hey, it's $5.
What? Emma, you return from your dog form into Emma. Please
Just
describe.
spontaneously, like while I'm in
It's
his
spontaneous.
arms.
Yep, it's spontaneous. You're just while you're in his arms. I'm so sorry, Briar. Yeah. So go ahead and describe what that's like.
Well,
So,
when
Professor, you're
transform-
telling me that I am in control of her, and then like that happens.
Yeah.
In the
Yeah.
middle of like.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be just laying on my back, butt naked. Probably just blood everywhere, because when I transform, it's not like a pretty transformation. I basically burst from the inside out, and it's just like guts and blood and mess and disgustingness. Everything that was the dog is now on the ground, and like Emma, and I'm probably just like ass naked, laying there looking at him. So I know, like, I'm completely cognitive between both parts, right?
Yes, and you also heard everything Theo said, and
I
nothing.
heard everything.
Yeah.
Do I know I'm transformed?
Yeah, you know
That.
you're into Emma form. Absolutely.
Okay, I'm just gonna sit up really quickly.
See, interesting. So she doesn't keep clothes, all right? And like start writing that
Yeah,
down.
you're like, you're not even handing her anything or a blanket.
Well,
you're just like,
yeah,
oh my
still way up
god.
above, like I
Someone,
want to see the
anyone?
top down.
Please.
Yeah, I take off my shirt, and I like
Oh, I'm so sorry. This is so juicy.
put it on her. There you go.
I'm here for this tea. I'm sorry, Briar.
Thank you. I want to go away. Is there a bathroom?
I'm not even sure which thing to grin at, whether it's her or him or Theo, right? Like getting all excited about magic. And I just kind of glance across at Brian, like, suddenly he is not the weirdest thing in the room. I have no idea what to do, but I'm just grinning my tits off.
And that's where we're gonna end today's episode.
Naked.
Woo! Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Oh, I can't. Oh god, you guys are great.
I mean,
You guys are great.
I don't know if Briar's gonna give me a chance to like explain and talk to her, but I hope she does. If she doesn't, like, okay.
I guess we'll find out.
Find out next
Got a
episode.
dog.
Yep.
Is this episode Time Travel is the Tits?
Yeah, originally I was thinking like, I don't know, a couple things went through my mind, like Izzy, since it really was focused on like how she came to us, but now like I don't even know. Time Travel is the Tits might be fucking great. Yeah.
Dog Day Afternoon.
Dog Day Afternoon, Jesus. Okay, all right, let's do a round of shout-outs, please. Let's start with you, Miss Hound.
Oh, hello there, everybody. My name's Classy Katie, the fucking Hellhound. It's nice to meet all of you. I'd like to throw out there that it's never appropriate to get a pet without talking to your significant other first. It's not fair to them. You should at least have a coffee over that kind of a move. Especially if that dog happens to be friends with the girl you have sex with. That is weird. That's my PSA for the day. My name is Classy Katie. Please sub to someone who will through Twitch Prime sub and don't put a $5 bill in Jeff Bezos' butthole. Thank you. I love you so much.
Briar, aka Katie Peters.
Hi, I'm Katie Peters Plays. I played Briar for you today. We saw all different sides of Briar today, which was interesting. And yeah, I'm curious how this is going to all unfold. Today was like a lot of tea spilling.
Yeah, it was.
So I want to see. I'm already ready for next Wednesday. But come hang out with me. I play scary games a lot on Twitch, and that's
at twitch.tv/Katie Peters Plays, everybody. If you're listening, please go follow all these lovely people on their Twitch channels. You won't regret it. Also, I read like all of the reviews on the podcast version of the show today, and they like made me cry, and then I shared it with everybody else, and then
I cried.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Where did you share those at?
I put them in the Discord.
Oh, you did? I didn't see them.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're really nice. Oh, I wanted to give a specific shout out to somebody, but I'll do that in a second. Let's go. Next up, Classy Packs.
Hi, I'm Classy Facts. Ooh, this is I would call this episode like an episode of like growth.
Yeah.
Yes, character growth. Getting Izzy caught up, and then everyone kind of now forming into these groups in a sense of connection, but developing a little further and excited. Now I'm really looking forward to the next episode. Well, I'm looking forward to every episode.
Always.
Yeah, exactly. That's a silly thing to say. You can find me at twitch.tv/ClassyPacks. I might be live tonight if I get all my ducks in a row.
Yes! Amazing.
What? Yeah, maybe. And yeah, that's it.
It's beautiful. Thank you. Theo, aka Dan, Domestic Dan.
Hi, I'm Domestic Dan. I play Dr. Theo Ransom here. And most of this episode was Theo knocked out.
I know, I'm so sorry.
It was perfect. So perfect.
Sorry about that.
It's it's fine. I think he's done nothing every combat we've been in, which is
This is just payback for when you tried to help her with a duvet and she was dead in the back of an escalator. It comes around.
You're knocked out. You're knocked out. I'm paralyzed with a perfect couple. We do nothing.
Hey, as
That's
long
a
as you
fetish
do,
for somebody.
yeah, you do nothing together for the rest of your lives. But yeah, you can find me at Domestic Dan everywhere. I do a lot of cooking stuff.
Gardening.
A lot.
Sorry.
Gardening, everything. I do everything. I'm starting Lorelei on Friday. Because PB was like, play this when I was playing Franbeau, and I'm like, okay.
Yes. Zeke played it. Did you like it, Zeke?
I loved it.
Okay,
It was by the creators of the Cat Lady.
I know,
and
but
I
you
wasn't a
hated
big
that
fan
one.
of that.
Yeah. Okay, that's why I was.
But
worried.
this one's like, oh, thank you. This one's like a fucked up like nightmare version of that. So if you can get past the first hour, you'll be good.
Oh, Franbeau is a fucked up nightmare and a half within like 5 minutes. So
I just
I
have
love
to
this.
say you may.
You did okay.
You may want to give Cat Lady another try because it's a bit more fucked up than Lorelei. Yeah, it does. It gets there. Like, I don't remember the beginning of it, but yeah, it does get there. It gets pretty intense really quickly.
Right.
Yeah, it's really fucked up.
Yeah.
It's
And then
also
House Flipper. House Flipper is my life right now.
Oh, yeah,
So
House Flipper.
happening right after this.
amazing. I love it. Okay,
That's me.
Zeke Bean.
What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in so much. I have so much fun on this show. It's just so wild and weird and wonderful.
Papa.
Daddy.
Vomit.
Hush, Lilith. I've got company. Be nice.
I can't wait to see
she's
how
a
you.
crotch hound. I'm sorry. She just does that.
I'm glad somebody's happy.
She'll get tired of it eventually. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. If you want to catch me on anything, it's @/Ezekiel_I. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm flying back home tomorrow early morning, so I should be back in time for at least a little broadcast, probably starting like I usually start at noon Pacific time, so probably an hour after that. And I'm going to be jumping into observation, I think is
Yes!
I'm gonna be checking that out for the first time. Ko was talking about it earlier on Drop Frames today, so I'm really excited to give that a look. But lest we forget, I'm DMing a one-shot.
Yeah!
My first ever stint behind the Dungeon Master screen on Twitch. That's going to be happening next Monday, so the 27th at 6 p.m. Eastern time. And one of the guests, or one of the players on the show is our very own Katie Peters Plays. But also we're going to have Swiftdoor is going to join us, Anthony Kongpan, and the Happy Hob. All going to join us for this 1 hour or one shot 4 hour D&D adventure called The Eye of the Beholder. So
Yeah,
it's gonna be a lot of fun.
I can't wait.
It's gonna be dope.
Thank you,
It's
Zeke.
gonna be twitch.tv/itmejb.
Oh yes, same place where we did the 15 floors. We'll include the links in the Discord so you guys can check it out. Millie.
Hello. What do you want? Hello, I'm Amelia Tyler. I am a voice actor and I played Izzy for you today. I'm so glad that you finally got to see just a little bit of why being in that cabin freaked her the hell out so much. Tip of the iceberg, but yeah, that was not a good day. Yeah, it's very weird getting to finally explore sides of that because it was so theoretical before. So
Yeah,
it's play now. Yay.
It was also I just wanted to say, and maybe we should save this for the round table, but that episode again, guys, it was like after we ended the last episode, I believe this one was Pax. Pax, this was your bold suggestion, was it not? To do
I believe so. Yeah.
to visit more of Izzy, and like how she got on that road is what he said. And I was like, initially my thought was, well, that would be too spoilery, but then I went, oh my god, that's actually perfect. So
Yeah.
thank you,
For
everybody.
various reasons, those memories would have been patchy anyway.
Yeah, but also
I am so pleased with the reroll on that car hit because it makes
it makes
it perfect. With Trick going, hey, how come you didn't dent my car? Because I rolled a fucking 9.
Yeah. Yeah. I totally lost my train of thought there for a second. Hold on. I'll get it. Oh yeah, I got it. There, I got it. Do you see me grab it? I got it. I just wanted to say these guys are champs because they jumped into a potential future version of themselves like 5 years from now, and they all killed it. I feel like they all just were like, okay, they had their character sheets maybe seconds before we went live, and they were like, okay, I'm gonna do all these things and have all these abilities. All right, we're gonna do it. So yeah, thank you guys so much. And I am Pumpkinberry. I've been your narrator today. And thank you guys. You guys are awesome. We love all of your fan art, all of your theory crafting in the Discord, all of your tweets, all of your support. Which brings me to the next thing. I'm going to shout you out. You're not expecting this, but P. Diddy, and then you have a whole bunch of numbers after your username who commented via Apple Podcasts, who may be listening to this and freaking out right now because we're saying we're going to read your thing out here. I just stumbled onto this because I was bored at work. This is awesome. I was crying during episode 4. Love the group. Super entertaining. 5 stars. And the title was wow. Thank you so much.
P. Diddy, the MVP.
Yeah. Thank you. And also everybody else who left a review on iTunes, thank you so much. That really helps the exposure of the show. You guys have a couple minutes and you have iTunes or you feel like downloading it and leaving us a review, please do that. And that's all I have for Nocturne. But if you like what we do at Tablestory, one of the best ways you can support us is heading over to our Patreon. We've got adventures for you guys, character sheets, like just wallpapers now for our new mech show, our Anime as Fuck show, which is on Mondays, and that's great. Yeah, and that would be awesome if you want to do that. Now, if you have a Twitch Prime and you haven't used it yet, please consider using it on one of these fabulous broadcasters. Or, drop the $5. Thank you. I love and appreciate you. And that's it. That's all I got. You guys are the fucking best. Okay.
No you.
No you. No you. No you.
No you.
All right.
Can I take a minute?
Yeah.
I just want to say one thing
Sure.
because you were saying we were so nice for picking these up. PB homebrewed my class today and was out of town until today and homebrewed every single one of our character sheets today before stream. In the last 12 hours, PB literally put together this entire episode and threw it at us. Hands up for fucking PB being MV fucking P. Girl, you're so complimentary, but you're a god. That's all I have to say. That's all I have to say.
Agreed.
You're amazing.
Agreed.
Put it.
One of a kind human.
I love
I'm
you
blessed
too.
to be in this group.
I gotta tell you, the fucking Hellhound is badass. I'm really excited for you guys to figure out what else
And
the
I
Hound
love
can
that
do.
I love that you made that happen just because of some
Yeah.
random role
Good
play.
girl.
It was perfect. Yeah, it was good girl. And the
Literally
fucking
good
light bulb
girl.
went off and I was like,
Hot dog.
oh yeah, this is so good. We're gonna do
Who
it.
does that?
Organic growth is the best.
Insane geniuses do things like that.
I wouldn't go that
a
far.
word, I'm going to make an entire class.
Yeah.
Fire, honey, she's just a pet, okay?
Yeah.
She's just a pet.
I'm sure she is. No.
The companion.
Jumping up on the couch.
Oh my god. I love
Pee in
you.
your shoes.
Yeah. Emma pooped on my bed again.
She's running the
But
sheet.
in human form.
I pooped.
Naked.
This is a new meaning for staying out in the
now?
house. You did this.
Oh god. Oh god. All right. We love you guys. We'll see you next week.